Ha ha. That's funny. Got to do that early. What's going on, good people? I got to cut this music off. Y'all might not be able to hear me. Boom. What's going on, good people? It's your boy, Gaming Dad, and we back for another Monday. What's going on with you? How y'all doing? Happy Father's Day. Happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there who I didn't get a shout out to. I tried to put a post out there on the community tab, but if you missed it, happy Father's Day. I had a pretty good Father's Day, man. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get this out the way, man. My wife wanted me to dye my beard, and I did. I haven't been to a barber in well over 25 years. Because I come on here. I've always come on here, even when I was in school. And I went to a barber, man, got the full little spa treatment, man. It was nice. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I had a real good time just kicking it and I'm gonna cut the screen power down real quick on my, hold on a second. There we go. It's a little too bright, bouncing off my glasses. I had a real good time, man. Just having some barbershop talk, and the barber was talking about the difference between Atlanta and Detroit, and at one point in time, Detroit was at the pinnacle. But I'm not gonna go to all that, but I had a good time. I had a real good time. Me and my wife went out on because it's kind of unique for Father's Day, because Father's Day is also our anniversary. So we kind of went out and had some dinner. So I had a full day on Saturday. It was good, good. Oh, matter of fact, I got Vic's old comment still on the screen. I ain't cut this off. Let me cut this off right now. Candy, listen, y'all listen, charge it to my head, not to my heart, Candy. But I did just send your eShop card. I went to look up, get myself prepared. I said, I forgot to say Candy her eShop card. And the bad part about it, she reminded me like twice. Like, hey, just a reminder, send my stuff, Gaming Dad. But I sent it, so you got it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. Hold on, let me get through my comments early. Jeff Peasy in the building. Man, Jeff Poe hasn't been on it in some years. Happy New Year to you, Jeff. Man, listen, Jeff, man, are you still working out there at Peach State Ford? I need to talk about them for a minute. What's going on, Geeky? My girl Geeky in the building. How you doing? My girl Samantha W says hello, just lurking. Samantha do. She just dip in, check it out, make sure everything on and popping. She get in, she get out. I appreciate you though for showing up tonight. Jeff Peasy, taking it easy. So Jeff, man, listen. I hope you still working out there, man. Cause listen, I pre-ordered my Ford Lightning, and you know what? Went to go check in on it. Was like, see if I can, get in what I fit in. And man, they gave me some BS, some Ford to just trying to make you pre-order from the site. This is a bunch of mess, man. In a minute, I'm about to cancel my pre-order and get my money back. I know it's only $100, but that's $100 I can do something else with. I could put it into my universal life insurance, let it grow, instead of just giving it to them busters. Guerrilla Tactics says Steam Summer Sale is on Thursday. I just picked up Final Fantasy VII Remake. Ooh-wee. Okay, so you got to let me know, man, how that play on the Steam Deck. The only reason why I was kind of skeptical was like, man, I just don't want to be no garbage, because I got the game. Like, my son has the game. I bought it for him for Christmas. Like, if I want to, I could play it on my PS5, but I want to know how it plays on the Steam Deck. So that's good to know, because I didn't have no clue about the Steam Deck, the Steam sale. Plus, I have Live Alive, Xenoblade 3, Legends of Heroes, Trials from Zero, and Pokemon Violet pre-ordered. Yeah, my Switch is actually going to get cut this fall. Man, I don't believe you. I don't believe everything you put on there. I don't believe you. I don't believe. Listen, you going to have to post a comment, a picture, or something with you playing actually on your Switch and not your Steam Deck. Oh, man. Also, shouts out to Sweet Cheeks Mendez. and it's 2021-22 Boston Celtics. Yeah, the Celtics went down in flames. Boy, listen, Steph was not playing. He was like, I am not going back home without the trophy. I'm not giving you guys another chance. And cut the snake off by the head. Cut it off. So shout out to Steph. But you know what, man? Shout out to, shout out to the Boston Celtics, man. They put in a good fight. I just knew, I think we all knew, I don't know, man. When Steph really wanted, man, Steph gonna go out there and get it. I think they just extended it so they can get a couple extra dollars for that TV money. See, that's why the NBA ain't built like the old NBA. The old NBA, man, listen, it would have been a sweep, and that would have been it. You'd have got 4 games, and that would have been it. See y'all next year. But now they were like, extend it, build some drama. Candy, you funny. I will get to your Candy says, hello. Hey there, everyone. Brazil YT say, yo, what's going on, man? How you doing, my brother? He said 7 to 10 day delivery time on eShop cards. I know, listen. But listen, the blessing is that you got it. you gotta be thankful. You gotta have a spirit of gratitude, Candy. A spirit of gratitude. Nah, this is just my head, not to my heart. Your boy be busy. It'd be different if I was around here just chilling, but I'm telling you, Candy, I'd be so busy. I'd be jumping from one thing to the next. Like today, I went and taught summer school. As soon as I got done teaching summer school, I had to go to another job. And then I got done with that job right around 7 p.m. I made it home right around 7:15, and then I got me some water, talked to my kids, got onto them for not doing their chores, and then your boy is behind the seat. But right before I started, I said, "Oh, I forgot to send Candy her eShop card." So if you win tonight, you won't get it tonight because I don't have any more. I had to go home and buy some. So that's on my agenda to do between tomorrow and Wednesday. Probably more likely Wednesday because tomorrow is gonna be just like today. Gonna be super busy. Vic, what's going on, man? Vic says, Gaming Dad back at it again with another great stream. Hope you had a blessed day. I did. Today wasn't too bad, man. It just kind of was just long, man. Summer school, man, at first couple of weeks, all the kids is usually there. But then kids start passing classes and getting things taken care of. And then now it's going to start to slow. Like this week here going to drag. It's going to drag, man. I'm going to have a couple kids here, a couple kids there. I mean, which is good. I can do some other stuff, but it's just going to make the day go by real slow. But Vic, let me get you on the board, man. Your Twitch account. Don't forget, good people, you can also watch this stream right now on Twitch at Gaming Dad 1906 on Twitch. It's also being broadcast on Twitter. If you want to check out Twitter, it's on there, gaming_dad3. And it's also on my personal Facebook page. But you know what? Beginning July 1st, that's going to change. We're going to go back to this to 2 channels because Restream, the company I use to kind of broadcast this, is cutting back on the amount of streams you can have. So it'll just be broadcast here and on Twitch going forward as of July 1st. So if you're watching it from Facebook or from Twitter, your days are numbered. Let's see. Gorilla Tech said, I knew he was going to hold your prize hostage, Candy. I caught it last week, and he swore he wasn't going to do it. But he done it. He did it. Damn, you know what, man? Gorilla Tactics, man. You must be my boy, man. You kind of like going against the grain, man. You're supposed to have some faith in me. I wasn't trying to keep it hostage. I just forgot, man. Be busy. Listen, I don't want to mention that. I think this is Malachi X Gaming. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, man. It's my first time seeing you on here, man. If you're not a subscriber, man, hit the subscribe button, man. We would love to have you part of this community. We give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night, man. Got a lot of news to go over. I like to start my stream off by kind of going through everybody's comments, saying what's up to everybody before we dig into the news. So help, man. Feel free to, man, to stick around, man. But I got you right now on my board. Let me show you how that works real quick. Malachi. I think it's Malachi. If it's not Malachi, please charge to my head, not to my heart. All right, let's show him the wheel. All right, see, Malik, I'm going to put your name right here on the board. And what we do at the end of the screen, we do a process of elimination. We just pick names until we only have one name left. And while I got you here, let me go ahead and put you fresh on the board. And you have automatically entered to win the $10 eShop card. It won't be given away to the end of the stream tonight. Damn, when they're going to activate Fall Guys and Wreckfest, I want to play them now. You know what? You can I just read a story. You can preload Fall Guys right now. So if you just really want to get ready, Five Guys, your cup of tea, you want to dig in right away, you can download it right now on the eShop. Preload. I think I might do that this evening. But I gotta play Turtles, man. I have not played my Turtles yet, man. Has anybody played the Turtles? Let me know how you feel about it in the chat. Was it Astronauts? Came out on the console. It's really good. Fall Guys hits consoles tomorrow. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna let it go live tonight. And I wonder, I think it might even be a schedule out there for it. Grid Attack says, hold on a minute, I get it. I ain't embarrassed by nobody. I got embarrassed by T. All right, Grid Attack says, it's verified, runs at 30 frames per second. It'll get you around 2.5 hours. All right, Final Fantasy VII is a good buy if you're into style of game. You know what? How much did it cost you? That's a good question. You know what? I know the sale is on, man, but what was the price ticket on that game? Let's go on Vic. Vic, listen, you can be just like Vic. If you also have a YouTube account and you also have a Twitch account, you can simultaneously watch me on both and get 2 opportunities to win yourself a $10 eShop card like Vic does. Vic be having 3 on here. Get to get his wife on the board too. So you can be just like Vic and put Vic's name on the board. Vic is on there. He says, my wife thought I was watching player. My wife thought I was watching Player Essence when I put on your stream. You know what? What's funny is that one time I asked Player Essence. I was on the stream. And I asked him, I said, you know what, how do you get your beard so nice and dark? Because, Player Essence is around my age. And he was like, oh, man, I don't have any gray. I was like, oh, okay. Like, they like, we just eat, cannot eat, like, we eat real good. I was like, you didn't always eat real good. Because I remember when you first started watching you Player Essence, you was a fat, you was a chubby boy. So I just left it alone. I left it alone at that point. But he said he don't grow gray. But that's funny. She said I look like Player Essence. Oh man, that Player Essence boy, he's something special. I like that. I like it. I really like his content because he just, I respect strong, honest dudes. He is brutally honest. Brutally honest. Steve M, what's going on, man? Let me get Steve on the board. Steve in the building. Happy Monday to everyone. CMG, my guy, what's going on, man? Thanks for the Happy Father's Day shout out. CMG. He says, my bad. So what up, Gaming Dad? What's up, chat? Gaming with the family. What's going on? So, man, listen, man, welcome to the stream, man. This is the first time I see you here today. Let me go ahead and get your name on our board, man. We get a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. I'm glad you came around to join us by you just saying what up. You have entered yourself to win. Gaming with the family. I like it. I like the name. CMG said also happy Juneteenth, man. Right back at you, man. Right back at you. Steve M said happy Juneteenth. Happy belated gaming Father's Day. Right back at you. So Candy, am I pronouncing his name right? Y'all listen. Give Malachi some love in the chat. That's Candy's son who's checking us out. What's up, young man? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing very, very well. You got a great mom, man. We love that she come out here. It's great when I see parents who also game with their kids because we have something in common. Shout out to Candy and her peeps. Steve M says, is anyone going to pre-order Splatoon 3 at GameStop to get the free stickers? I'm probably going to pre-order because at GameStop, only because I like my path home to a lot of my, when I come home, sometimes I always pass this particular GameStop I used to work at. And so I'll go in there and I'm going to pre-order, even though I'm tending not to like this. They got a new manager over there, and I ain't really feeling him too much. You know, I hate when dudes talk to you really condescending. I hate that. Like, you know what? Like, for some reason, you go into GameStop, and just because you're the manager at GameStop, you have this level of arrogance that you shouldn't have. Like, dude, you work at GameStop. But you know what? When you talk to customers, you act like you're just like the moral authority on everything that's gaming. It's like, every time you open this mouth, I'll be wanting like, man, just shut up. I'll be wanting to tell him that all the time. But you know what? I'm not that out cold. Yeah, I am, but I'm not. I like, you know, I'd like to treat people like I don't want to be treated, but I'll be wanting to tell him like, man, just shut up and give me my game. No, I do not want the protection. If I told you once I don't want the protection, don't try to continue to sell me on it. Like, oh, you know, this, you know, if the cartridge was to drop in the water, you might not be able to use it anymore. It's like, man, give me the game, man. I don't want to pay no extra insurance for no cartridge that I'm never going to use. Get out of here. I'm sorry. I digress. But yeah, Steve, I'm definitely pre-ordering it. Hands down, no doubt. Courtney, what's going on, girl? How you doing this evening? What you do for Father's Day for Vic? Say hi, gaming dad. If you could take your wife on a vacation anywhere in the world, where would you take her? I would take her to Hawaii. You know what? And before COVID, that's where we were going. We were going to Hawaii, and we had everything I had everything set up. And luckily, I paid for the insurance. Because I had to cancel everything. I had to cancel, like, well, nope, can't do it. You know, everything was shutting down, and we was going like that following like March. So luckily, I was able to get all my money back because I paid for the insurance. But, you know, at Hawaii, we went to go to Hawaii because, you know, at heart, you know, I'm a photographer, and I want to get out there and capture my wife in some great pictures. So Hawaii. Oh, Courtney, let me get you on the board. I did not get you on the board. Everybody gives Courtney a shout out today. Showing up. Team Vic over there representing, getting everybody on the board. You can also get on the board too. What's going on, Sky? He says, what up, gaming dad? From one dad to another. Hope you had a great Father's Day. Man, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. I really did have a good Father's Day, man. Probably like the best Father's Day I've had, man, in quite some time. Because even on Father's Day, like the last couple of years, I was always, you know, doing some work, cutting some grass, doing something I shouldn't have been doing. And, man, this was the first time I honestly just said, you know what, I'm not doing nothing. And me and my wife went out to have some good dinner. My wife got me a little treatment. You know, I went to the barber, got my beard washed, and got my head shaved. He did do a really good job on my head, though. You know, I mean, I get it a lot. I get it with my own razor a lot smoother. But I had a good time, man. But thanks for calling. Man, listen, man, welcome to the stream, man. If this is your first time hanging out with us, man, we give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. It's not much. It's $10. But it's $10 that can go to you. And so what I do is I'm out right now. I'm type your name, put you on the board. This is the beginning of the show. I kind of go through everybody's comments before we dig into the heart, the meat of the discussion tonight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. A lot of stuff to talk about. But I got you on the board. You ready to go, man? Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us. If for some reason you have to leave, man, just make sure you come back and check. And how you would claim your prize, man, you would either follow me on Twitter at gaming_dad3 or on Instagram at gamingdad3 and just send me a message and say, hey, gaming dad, with my money, and I'll send you the code. Ain't that right, Candy? Candy. Ow. Let me get back to my board. Hold on. I wasn't there. I was there. Boom. All right. Let's see. Vic says, does Splatoon 3 have enough of a difference from the second game? Good question. I this is my personal opinion. I like Splatoon 2 so much that I believe Nintendo has enough on the multiplayer scale and the new weapons that just from the new weapons, it's going to change how I play. I think it's still going to be competitive. I want to see how Nintendo handles the cheating. I know they did some things differently. I want to see how that kind of plays out. So for me, it's a little bit different because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the game. I'm like, they didn't, to me right now, I'm ready to have that. Now, one thing they have not shown yet was the single player. And I think that's going to be the big thing. I think the single player is probably going to be more in depth than either one of us is probably expecting. And if they add somewhat of a pretty good story to it, you're going to have a contender for game of the year. You mark my words. If it has a decent and a lengthy single player that and a story that kind of makes sense, listen, that's to me, that's the key. That's the complete package. Give me a reason to play it offline and a reason to play it online. And I think that to me, they will have enough. But as of what I know right now, I'm in. I'm in because the multiplayer was so good. Is it far difference? I see a big difference from Splatoon 2. It's gonna be until I play it. You know what? It's just like COD. You know what? Everybody pick up COD because you know what? It gives you a little something different, but in essence, it's the same game. Same mechanics, same kind of shooting. You might look different. The sceneries might look different, but it's pretty much the same game. Yeah, so I don't think, I think if people go in there looking for this drastic, shift-changing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild change, I think, you know what, you need to temper your expectations down. But it's still going to be a dynamic game, in my opinion. Candy said, I played Turtles today. Super fun and oh so nostalgic. All right, great. That's what I'm talking about right there, Candy. I've downloaded it. I got it before here. I think I paid like $20-something for it, and but I haven't played it yet. Just haven't had time. But tonight and tomorrow night, I should have plenty of time. All right, it says by the YTC that downloaded both for them already. All right, see, you on board. I haven't downloaded the Fall Guys yet, but I'm gonna do that tonight. That's on my plan of things to do. I'm gonna be up pretty late tonight because I got some things I gotta accomplish. And I gotta play some game. I gotta force myself to play some games. Because I didn't play anything on Father's Day. And that was the plan. Skycatcher said, I played Turtles on Father's Day. Mixed feelings, but a lot of joy. Oh man, listen, go into some depth on those mixed feelings. I need to know the hardcore appeal. I love playing the arcade game, but I want to know if there are some issues that I need to kind of be aware of before I dig in. See, look at Steve M. I beat Turtles yesterday with Leo. Now I'm playing with Ralph. Okay, see, Steve M, you my man. Let me tell you why. Because that was my thought process. Like, listen, I'm gonna beat it multiple times with every character. And then I'm gonna play online. I would like if more people get the game, I would like for us to have a community and go 6 players online. I think that would be so dope. I'm just saying. I would love to do that. Steve M says Splatoon 3 will have new maps, weapons, gear, plus a new single player story and some new mechanics as well. What they've showed me, because the question Vic asked was like, right now, do I feel like it has enough right now? And right now, because I'm a fan, yeah, it's a day one buy. But if I wasn't like a hardcore fan, I would say no. If I was just a casual Splatoon player, I would say no. But that's why I'm waiting for Nintendo to show a little bit more. And then, you know what? Then I can kind of make a better decision. It cost me $66.37 with a discount. New release games on Steam cost $90. God almighty. So while it does seem a lot, the discount really helps a 13. Yeah, it does. Ooh, wee. You know, God bless Canada, man, and and their taxes over there. Golly. But you know what? You listen. But you can walk into a doctor and get health care and never be denied and get everything you need to get done. So, I mean, I guess it's the gift and the curse. You know what? Pay higher taxes, but you might live a little while over there. Quake 311, man, what's going on? Says everybody ready for Nintendo's X3 Direct instead of E3? He got his salt ready. Shout out, man. Give Quake a shout out, man. Welcome back to the stream, my brother. There it is. You know what? All right, let's talk about that for a minute before I continue. Let's just break it. This can go one or two ways. One, am I super excited? I was never a Xenoblade fan. You know what? I'm sorry. I never gave it a chance. I'm not saying the game is not good. I just never gave it a chance. So I'm looking forward to the Direct. But it's 20 minutes. So this can be a good or a bad thing. Now Nintendo has notorious done this before. They have like if it's not Pokemon or some other Direct a week before, then they would have the Direct. This has happened before. Or they'll do the Direct and then a week after they would have a Pokemon or some other game Direct. I'm okay with that. The issue this becomes an issue if this is the only thing we get. And that was my biggest question. Is this it? If this not the only, if we still get a Direct, then no harm, no foul. I'm not going to give, I'm not going to give Nintendo the business, and really go at them. But if they give us they can still give us a Direct at the end of the month, which I think, being an investor, I don't think they get away with just a Xenoblade Chronicles Direct and not have nothing for the investors. I think what's happening is that Nintendo got to get this out of the way because they got to show too much of the game, and it would dominate their particular Direct. And I think the Direct that we're going to get at the end of the month is probably going to be game heavy, and it's not going to have a whole lot of time to be explaining other things. Like, I don't think we'll have a whole lot for Splatoon at this Direct. They might show off a couple little things, but they're going to probably have some form of Splatoon Direct that will happen maybe in July, kind of get your mind. It'll happen probably after Xenoblade, because Xenoblade is in July. So yeah, this is legit. This is all right. I could deal with this as long as they don't wait until September to give us a Direct. If they wait and don't give us nothing by the end of this month, GG no re. It's gonna be a bloodbath on social media for Nintendo. Yes, you are pronouncing it correctly. Yes. Shout out to the gaming dad for getting that pronouncing. You know me, I tear up some names. I'm about to give him a name. But Malachi, I like that. I like Malachi. He turned 14 on Juneteenth. Man, happy birthday to Malachi. My man, what's going on? Happy birthday to you, my boy. I hope your mama got you something good. Give him, matter of fact, you should give him that $10 eShop card. You just got it. So I will be exclusively avoiding GameStop so I don't have to get the stickers. I am 34 and with a salt and pepper Snoop Bear. Stickers are not my thing. You know what? I will get the stickers because I have kids that would probably, and I have a daughter who just absolutely loves Splatoon. So she will find something creative to do with them. Can anyone name a dad from a video game that wins Dad of the Year? Can anyone name a dad from a video game that will win Dad of the Year? All I can name is Homer Simpson. Could always get Homer the Dad of the Year. Dave, what's going on, man? Let me get you on the board. Dave is in the building, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good day yesterday. Good Sunday. Steve M says, Turtles is one of my game of the year contenders. And the music is awesome, especially the tracks with Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Steve M says Master Splinter is a dad. Yeah, that's right. And to the Turtles, that could be dad of the year. Yeah, you listen right. I like that pick. I like that pick. CT in the building. Get CT on the board. What's going on, CT? Represent Chi-Town. We got Chi-Town. We got Ohio in the building. We got the UK in the building. If I missed your city, man, shout it out in the chat so I can put your city on blast. Let's see. Gaming with the Family says Turtles was fun, but really wild played if 6 players with the kiddos. Oh, okay. Oh, so it was crazy playing with 6 players. I just thought that would be dope. Was it as wild as playing 8 players with Smash? Because playing 8 players with Smash, but you know what? Your eyeballs, it's hard to kind of track your play. Sometimes you can get knocked out the screen real quick. You be trying to find where your player is at. Like, man, where I'm at? Okay, but that's good to know. So I probably should keep it to 4 players. What is your opinion on that one? Gorilla Tactics says Gaming Dad ain't beat no games all year, but has aspirations of beating multiple times. Man, you such a hater, man. Golly, man, listen. Once again, man, you supposed to be my boy, man. Dang. And hating on me. To be honest, if a direct happens, I better not see any game that says 2023. I think you're probably going to see a game that says 2023. I think that's a given. You're going to get some games that's probably going to say 2023. You might even see, we might see a trailer from Zelda. That's 2023. What's going on, Joseph? My son jumped on in. Hope you got your chores done, though. Every time I go out and go to work and come home, man, stuff don't be done, man. I have to get on to him, man. And you know what? My wife been here all day. You think my wife would have got on to him? Nope. I'm always the bad guy when I come in the door. CMG says, I'm about to go live myself, laugh out loud. I got to finish that TMT game. Yes, sir, you got to finish it, man. So at least somebody will finish the game. Ain't that right, Gorilla Tactics? You son of a biscuit. Gaming with the Family says, it's me, Skycatcher. Oh, out of the 7 kids that play, only about 4 of them kept going after an hour. God almighty. So kind of had to be hardcore Turtles or cartoon fan. Okay, great. See, I'm hardcore Turtles fan. I'm a hardcore cartoon fan, so it's gonna work fine for me. That's what I'm talking about. Get in here twice. All right, Gabe, I got you in there twice. This is Catcher. Good. Very good. Bazis YT says Homer's sister for Father of the Year. Gaming Dad of all time is Papa Nero. From what game, man? I remember that name is not clicking with me right now. Greta said the dad from Fallout 3, he taught you the values of education. The man told you that you do great things. Nah. Listen, I'm glad he brought this up. Father of the Year, Kratos. Come here, boy. You must do what I say. Be quiet. Kratos, Father of the Year. Great disciplinary. Now go, boy. Pay attention. That's good parenting right there. Listen, I feel you. Kratos. That's great parenting. Gaming says, I like the Turtles game, and if I had 5 others that really wanted to play, 6 players would be perfect. Okay. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna put me down. You know, Gorilla Tactics keep hating on me. See, if I see a delay in Bayonetta 3, ooh-wee. I'm donating all 3 Switch consoles to 6 kids' hospitals. Seriously, where is the game? A Switch Pro is more likely than the release of Bayonetta. So I asked this question. I'm glad Greta Tyson brought this up. I asked this question in the description of the show. It was like, and I put a couple polls out there. You know, the likelihood of Nintendo releasing new hardware, because remember, you know, the big story this past week was that whoever these video game company sellers, whoever this guy was, posted, you know, I don't know why you go to Twitter to post this kind of conversation, but I digress. But we're going to entertain it for now. If you go out there and he said, well, you know what, Nintendo is relentless, and Nintendo, you know, they got some other gems up their sleeves, blah 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 blah. So they were kind of hinting at, but not quite coming out directly saying that Nintendo could have, you know, a possible hardware release, you know, and that it could release this year. All right. So looking at the history of Nintendo, I mean, when they announced the original Switch, you know, they had that big old event, you know, the day before their investors meeting. Back in 2000, before they even announced the release date, you know, they had that big event. So could it be possible? Yeah, it could very well be possible. You know what? Even if they say, hey, this is the day it's coming out, if it comes out this year, man, it will be devastating for everybody who bought OLEDs, for one. But I still believe that Nintendo needs to release a Pro before they go full on next generation. I think that next generation should be, you know, they gotta give this Switch a little bit more air to breathe. And I think if they stay true to their history, you know, their history says they release an improved version of their system before they go all in another direction. And I think it would be foolish to go full out Switch 2. Not because they don't have to yet. You know, next year, the year after that, I think like 2024 going to 2025. I think, you know, they gotta have something. But if they come out with a Pro to give you some little bit better specs and you make sure your games play a little bit better and give you some better battery life, and you know what, I think they can get away with that, and it will push themselves of the Switch right on over, you know, as closer to that DS level. So this is going to be interesting. I believe that there is a strong possibility. I do not think Bayonetta 3 is going to get delayed. I think Bayonetta 3, like everybody else said already, is going to be that game that's going to come out towards the end of the year. Probably October. October's a great fit. It matches the theme of the game. You know, Bayonetta is. I think it's a great October game. I think that lines up perfectly. But you know, it's one of the things like I'm waiting to see what November really pans out for Nintendo. But man, you know what? It could be. You got Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and you see how that game looks. If they have a system to kind of match that look, then this releasing new hardware will benefit Nintendo greatly, because wouldn't you want to have some new hardware to match the graphic fidelity of what's being presented to you? So that's why having this E3 / meeting direct or whatever they're going to have, hopefully that's going to happen at the end of this month, right before the investors meeting, should really they got to present something really good to get their investors saying, hey, we need to keep investing, and you know, and have their stock prices go, because their stock price kind of dipped. I think it's since like everything's been happening in the world, it's dipped like around $6. And so if you want people and investors to continue to invest, especially in the state of climate with the inflation, you got to do something that's going to really push them that direction. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Is it Automata? Oh, okay, but it has different characters. Okay. All right, gotcha. Let's see. Near is from the game on Near is the name of the game. It's on the PS3, 360, might be on 6. Oh, you're my Near Automata. Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. I ain't even tripping on a Switch Pro unless there is a Nintendo exclusive game which only works on the Pro. There's no reason for me to upgrade. Yeah, man, I'm upgrading. I mean, I understand. I hear you. I think you know what, economically, that's probably a smart decision. Um, it's going to depend on what they have to offer. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Nintendo kind of decides. All right, good people, listen, we didn't got through all the comments. Finally, let's go ahead and dig into some of this news. Give it a count. Boop. All right, so a couple of things. Of course, if you don't know, you can go ahead and pre-order Fall Guys on on the Switch. So you have not done it. We talked about it earlier, but just a kind of quick reminder of that, you can go ahead and take care of that right now. So when this game goes live, you're on and popping. Matter of fact, listen, is anybody in the chat going to check out Fall Guys? I'm gonna check it out for real. I just don't know how much of my attention will it grab. I just don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So we've been talking about it already. Also, again, Nintendo Direct for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And the big question I had was like, is this it? Is this the only thing Nintendo's going to have for us to kind of sink our teeth into? Are they brave enough to kind of go through this month with only this here? And I think this will be a terrible, terrible decision for Nintendo to this to only be the only thing released in June, unless they got something to go July 1st. That's the only way this makes any kind of sense. They better have something ready to go July 1st, but if it's not July 1st or July 2nd, it's gonna be ugly for Nintendo. It's gonna be, as a matter of fact, if it's July 2nd, it's gonna be ugly until they announce. Because I think a lot of people, you know how Nintendo fans are. If you ever watch a terrible direct or something that the fans don't want, man, they are brutal with the comments towards Nintendo, brutal. And so I believe that I hate it, but I think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is going to get a lot of hate just because it's not the direct. And that to me, that's kind of sad. They should get the right to have um, enough respect to be able to let's view this game for what it is. Let's see. Greta Tech says, would you go back to an LCD screen if the Pro doesn't go? If the Pro doesn't go, come with an L. Oh, okay. Would I revert back? No. I would tell you, like, even like I like the Steam Deck and I like what the Steam Deck does, but there's a clear difference in the vibrancy of games when you play them on the Switch compared to playing them on the Steam Deck. Oh yeah, like if I took any game on the Switch and then looked at a game running on the Steam Deck, like yeah, it might run smoother because of the frames per second, but when you look at the vibrancy of the screen, how the colors pop out at you, it's hard to go back. Like it's that's the reason why I like certain games. I want certain games on the Switch. If I can get on the Switch, I probably get on the Switch because I like the form factor of the Switch, and then I also like the screen. I just like that Steam Deck though. It's a different beast. It's mad and it's sports on there, but I don't think I would go back to an LCD screen. I wouldn't. I think that would be a terrible decision. I think that would be a terrible decision to go back to LCD. See, Grid says, I'm all about watching only Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The game is like 200 hours, so if you are a JRPG person, then this is plenty of gaming to be had. Nope. See, I don't got that much time. I like a good story, but man, it's like I don't want to be there forever. Gaming with Family says, is Xenoblade 3 already sold out a special edition? I think they're good for Xenoblade 3. I think so. I mean, I think so too. If they're just gonna get hate. They're gonna get a lot of hate for no reason. You know how like Nintendo fans, they different, man. They are different. They can be really, really brutal when they don't get their way. When things just don't chime out the way Nintendo want them to chime out, they just like, oh man, this is it. How dare you? How dare you, Nintendo? How dare you? What's going on? Welcome. This is, I think it's Infinite Recursion. I tore that name out too. What's going on, man? I'm gonna call you IR. Infinite R. How about that? Cause I think it's recursion. Don't judge me. But he said, I hope Switch 2 has an OLED. It has to. Switch 2 or Switch Pro, man, I think to make the decision to not have an OLED is crucial. Hold on real quick. By you chiming in tonight, IR, Infinite R, you had just entered to win a Nintendo eShop card that we'll give away at the end of the stream. This, if you can't stick around, man, just come back, man. Find the stream, man, and just look at the end and see if you have won. Let's see where we at. We at 19 people currently on the wheel tonight, and what we'll do, we'll pick a name until there's no more names left. So if you can stick around, great. If you can't, we understand because life happens. But I thank you for coming, giving some of your time with me tonight. We appreciate you. All right. Basil YT says, Gaming Dad will luckily. I'm tired of you. And listen, matter of fact, hold on, man. I'm looking at the screen. I'm tired of Basil YT and Guerrilla Tactics coming from me. Tired of y'all. I don't talk about you, Basil YT, when you be sitting there smoking on them cancer stick on your stream. Back up off me. So Gaming Dad will be lucky to pay 10 hours worth of playtime on Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Oh, you little varmint. I think they'll do a hold on, is it a 1080p LCD? Nintendo ain't in the business of selling consoles at a loss. They sure isn't. I think they did it one today. I think they took a loss on the Wii U. I think that was the only console they took a loss on, and they was like, we ain't doing that no more. So I will be watching this and playing TMT at the same time, laugh out loud. See, hold on. Steve, yeah, my guy, said, don't feel bad, Gaming Dad. I barely played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. See, I ain't the only one, but they come. You see Basil YT and Grid Attack, they be coming for me, man. They be coming for me, man. Supposed to be my boys, man. You wait till you stream Basil YT. I'm coming for you on your stream, buddy. So what's going on? I'll see. Grid Tactics is a CMG. All right. So at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to seeing how this game looks. And this is going to be the question, man, I kind of really pose to everybody. And we'll talk about it next week, or we'll talk about it later in the week, is that if what you've seen from this direct, do you think this game is currently running on the current Switch? That's going to be the question. If anything, I'm looking forward to be interesting. It's like looking to say, hey, does this game look like it should run on a regular Nintendo Switch? That's what I'm looking for, the gameplay. That's one big thing I'm definitely looking forward to, is seeing how this game runs, how this games look. If it's the same as Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and looking for some comparison videos. So that's one of the big interesting things I'm gonna take from it. I'm definitely gonna ask that question come next week. Let's see. Said, but Xenoblade Chronicles X, love that game. I feel that was one of the better ones. Oh, better than 2. Okay, gotcha. Steve M says, I found my old Virtual Boy the other week, but corroded. God damn, baddies ruined the controllers. I hope to find a replacement controller at the Southeast Game Exchange convention in a couple of weekends. Yeah, man. Or you know what? You might better replace them parts. You might better find something before that weekend, man. I would check this one website I use quite often called Lucky Games. Lucky is spelled with an IE. Lucky Games. They do a lot of retro stuff, and they might sell your parts you need to replace it. You might want to check those out. All right, enough of that Xenoblade Chronicles stuff. Let me get back out of there. and hit this next story. Boop, boop. Let me ask this question. It says, if Nintendo was coming out with a Switch Pro, it wouldn't surprise me if they did some slyish and had demos running on the Steam Deck. That's so funny. That's so funny, man. That is funny. Man, only guerrilla tactics, man. That's funny, but that would be interesting. He said, why GoldenEye wasn't at the 2002 Xbox and Bethesda game showcase? I'm not gonna go into the details on what they're talking about, because what they're talking about was, it was a bunch of nonsense. But however, the question still poses, and I don't know if we answered it last weekend. I believe, man, I'm telling you, it was a trade-off, man. I think, you know what? I think we're gonna hear more about this at Nintendo, and it's gonna be it's gonna be one of the things where Nintendo and Xbox come together, and they announce it at the Direct, which would be dope. Which would be built. I think that's a collaboration incentive. I think Nintendo was like, listen, they probably put the boss move on Xbox, like, we're gonna announce it at our show, period. And that's how it's gonna fall. All right, let's see if we can ask a question. Basil YT says, I would love to see how much playtime Gaming Dad has on his Stream Deck. Listen, I bet you would. Listen, I'm telling you, all I play is Madden and well, I have been playing Nier Automata, but all I do is play Madden, and I probably played Madden probably the most. Yeah, I probably got the most playtime playing Madden on my Steam Deck. Basketball team, boy, you hating. You over there hating from the UK. You listen, it's about time for you to go vape your lungs away. You better get off me, man. Said, I almost forgot. What did y'all think about Final Fantasy Crisis Core Remake announced for everything, including Switch? And apparently, it's not a cloud version. I didn't play it on the PSP. I know. I digress. I'm sorry. I did not play. I was going to pick. I remember I was going to pick it up and try it out when I had a PSP. When it was, it was on the popping. When PSP was a big thing, but I never did get around to getting it. So I think it's good. It all, once again, it all depends on how it plays. My perception on games like that is different because I have a Steam Deck now. So it's like, oh man, if I really want this game, do I really want to go that direction? Or I can have it play at 60 frames per second on my Steam Deck. So it's gonna be one of them things, man. I gotta see how it plays. I would prefer to have it on my Switch because I still prefer to play games on my Switch than even my Steam Deck. I mean, if I had a legit Madden on my Switch, I probably would have been extra excited to get a Steam Deck, because really the SSD on the Steam Deck is not it's not super fast. Like I thought it was gonna be just as fast as my PS5's SSD or my Xbox Series X, and it's not nowhere close. Like, if I have a wish list for the next Steam Deck, it would be better battery, faster SSD, OLED screen. If I can get if those better battery, like, to me, the processing power is good enough. But if I had those things there, better battery, OLED screen, faster SSD, and an option for a 1 terabyte SSD out the gate. If I had that, then it's good for me. You know what? None at all. But I think they did that for a reason. I think they wanted to dumb it down so it wouldn't be that bad or that far off from the micro SD card. But nobody really cares about that, though. I want a faster SSD. You know what? I need to watch some videos to see those because people are changing the SSD out, and I wonder if they seen an increase in speed for those SSDs that had a faster write and readout. I wonder, did they see a difference in those performance? I need to search them kind of videos. Fathead Phil Spencer shows up at Nintendo Video to announce GoldenEye. That will be a memorable moment. I think, man, I'm telling you, I think that's going to happen. They're going to be together, and it's going to be him and whoever, anybody Nintendo's out there. I think it happens. I wonder how much vape time I have on my Steam. Right. Probably more play time than I got on my Steam Deck. That's funny. Just waiting for iFixit to make all those upgrades myself on my current Steam Deck. This is a good question for you, Gorilla Tactics. Do you believe that you will be able to change out the processor on your Steam Deck one day? Would they give you that option? You think Valve would give you that option, or you think somebody else will come up with an option to have better processing? And would that truly affect the way you play Steam? Because, I'm not a PC guy, so maybe this might be a dumb question. So please forgive me, but that's a good question I want to know. All right, next story. You guys are preparing your next questions. Let's go. I didn't really buy Pokemon Snap. I bought it for my son because that's what he wanted. I didn't play it on the 64, so the game didn't appeal to me, but it might appeal to some of you guys. But Pokemon Snap is coming to the Switch Online Nintendo 64 library on June 24th. That's later on this week. I think the day is the 20th, so Thursday or Friday it'll be on the. But then, once again, then what? Then what does Nintendo do? I don't think this direct you have a upgrade or a new system announced. I don't think so. I think that is a time you poise that time for late September, because you want to have that information around the time it is to upgrade that online service. So you don't do it before the end. I think you do it right before the end. You have a great Game Boy lineup or whatever the next system is, and people will more likely re-up that $50. But I don't think you do it this early and not give people a reason to re-up, or unless you want people to jump on board quicker than re-up at that particular time. So I don't think we get one. But back to this is a good question. I have not played the Nintendo 64 online in about 3 months. And the last game I played was the first game I played was Star Fox. Everything else is it's cool and all, but I have other things to play. He said no, because it's likely soldered onto the motherboard. If they release the motherboard. Well, yeah, okay, let's step. Okay, all right. So you saying that they would need to release a upgradable motherboard? That would be interesting. That would be really, really interesting. To see if those parts kind of get released where you're able to do that. Why that'll be something. That will be something. But yeah, but back to Pokemon Snap. The 64 didn't have a whole lot of titles that were even, they didn't have a whole lot of great titles that they can get without having some form of I gotta say it the question some form of agreement with some other third party, like GoldenEye. I really think we get GoldenEye, and I'm hoping we get both. Hey, you're part of Nintendo 64, you get GoldenEye coming, and then, but if you want to purchase the remastered, you can purchase the remastered. Give me those options. I think that would be dope. It'd be extra dope if they took the remastered and the original and made them both cross-play online. That would be crazy dope. Crazy dope. So yeah, I don't think we get a Game Boy. I think it's later in the year. Let's see. Greta Tactus says, if they release a motherboard or of the successor to the Steam Deck, and if it fits in the body of the current Steam Deck, yeah, you could probably build the successor of the Steam Deck. And that's something interesting. That would be crazy, crazy, crazy dope. But I can see it happen because this way, people who already who have a Steam Deck wouldn't necessarily need to go out and get another Steam Deck. They can just buy the parts and get it upgraded. Ooh-wee. Crazy world we live in. This is Infinite R says, has anyone tried out Neo White? It has the same voice actors from that was Spike in the Cowboy Bebop. I have not, but a partner of mine has, and he said it was pretty good, and he was liking what he was playing. And so I am curious, but man, I probably won't jump on it unless enough. I gotta watch some more reviews of it. That's the one thing about it, man. Listen, it's hard to beat games. It's hard to really play a lot of games because I just do too much. I wish the channel had a lot more subscribers and I was making a lot more money, and then I can just say, you know what, I can only work one job and then have this job. But your boy Gaming Dad is all over the place, man. Too much on my plate right now. That's a good question though, but I have not played it. Anybody else in the chat has played it? Stake your claim and give your opinion so we can read it to the world. All right, come back out of here. Next question. This is Xbox will have over 30 playable Summer Game Fest demos next week for a limited time. They got a couple games on here that I would definitely want to check out. What was this game here? All right, I'm gonna play some of this game, but I'm gonna hit the mute button on the audio because I don't want to get flagged by good old Xbox. But I want to see some of the gameplay for some of these games. Okay. Oh. All right, this look all right. Especially if there's a demo on there, I definitely would check it out. I love demos of games. I don't know if it's a modern first-person shooter, but it's all over the place. Ooh, I would definitely give this game a check out for sure. Feel like an unstoppable badass. All right. All right. Listen, I can definitely dig that game coming out, and I'm gonna try that one. Is it a demo? All right. I can do that. Let's see if I got any more of these demos. Okay. Well, all right. It don't give me no more demo, but that was definitely. That's definitely. I'll look at that. Sever Steel. The full list of available demos hasn't been published yet. Okay, so it's 30 games, but they know that these games here will be on there. So Sever Steel looks pretty good. That's definitely one I would check out. What's going on, Charles? Welcome to the stream, man. Let me get you on the board, man. By you chiming in tonight, man, you have just entered to win a free $10 Nintendo eShop card. I give it out every Monday night on This Week in Gaming. Let me go ahead and get you chimed in. Hold on, change your name. It sure did. Look at that. Now I'm not gonna even try to pronounce your last name. I tear it up. Geeky says, I can't wait to see what games. Yeah, you know what? For 30 demos for free. I said, all right, I'm all about that. So Xbox give out free demos while Sony makes customers pay for demos. Hate to see it. Yeah, man. Listen. Gotta love Xbox on how they position themselves with Game Pass and the things they're trying to do to kind of separate themselves from everybody else. So Valve is a company that is in the PC space. So yeah, I can see Valve doing that for a cheaper cost than outright buying another Steam Deck. That would be wonderful, man. That would be absolutely wonderful. That would really, really solidify my me getting another Steam Deck for my son. Because if I can buy a kit and I can pretty much upgrade it, and that upgrade, you know what, if I could buy all the parts and all the parts become cheaper, to say for instance, like it might cost me an extra $300 to get all the parts, you know what, and I can install it myself and turn my current Steam Deck right into the next Steam Deck. GG no read. I'm waiting on iFixit or someone to create a longer battery that will fit my current Steam Deck. And then I might be willing to break my Steam Deck down to put a new battery in there. Because I'm almost tempted to put a new hard drive, but you know what? I was like, I don't want to go through all that. But a new battery, oh man, that I would do. Especially if they can make it a little bit longer. And you know what? It fits, and it's the same size as the current battery. So it's like, you know, it fits in there. Oh, then I'm with that. All day, every day. All right, let me pop out of here. Get off this wheel and get to the next story. Charles is on the board. Man, have anybody been to Buc-ee's besides me? If you haven't been to Buc-ee's before, man, let me know in the chat, man. I love Buc-ee's, man. If you ever go to Buc-ee's, man, they cooked it. They couldn't break that brisket down, man, fresh right there in the store, man. They be all like, brisket on the board. They be all yelling. It'd be crazy, crazy experience. Highly recommend it, man. If you're ever in the South or Texas, go to Buc-ee's. It's a gas station. But, man, when I say the sandwiches is delicious, they're delicious. Let's look at the Japan charts real quick. Won't spend too much time on them. Nintendo Switch sells 58K, and Mario Strikers Battle League debuts at number 2. Oh, man. Is Mario Strikers that bad? I have not opened my copy because my son got it for his birthday, and we just been playing his. And I'm really thinking about taking it back and just, you know what, just playing my sons. You know, I don't need a copy, and he need a copy. I'm really thinking about that. But you know what? It's a game that I think will be great with the sponsor. I just don't think it's set up really that good right now to be a game that you just gotta play. What do y'all think on that one? Oh, did I back out of that? I sure did. This is what I was trying to do. There we go. Demon Slayers. Has anybody else played Demon Slayers? I bought this game for my kids because I know they like anime, but them jokers have not played it. My kids are still on that Dragon Ball Z, boy. Let's see. Charles says, I've been once, and fountain sodas are on point. They got that orange cream soda they got is delicious. Oh man, the sodas that Buc-ee's sell is so good. I'm like, golly, man, what is this madness? They got this blues song that's kind of popular on the radio. Like, hell no to the no, hell to the no. That's how I feel when I go to Buc-ee's. I'm like, man, if they giving away food in here, it be jam packed like it's Christmas time. I love Buc-ee's though, and you can't be sitting back, and people be sitting back trying to figure out what sandwiches they're gonna get. I be up, you waiting too long. I go right in front of them, grab my sandwiches, and I'm out of there. Game with the family says, man, I am a Buc-ee's boy. Texas for life. Yeah, listen, we just got it. We've had it here for probably about maybe a year or two here in Georgia. And they had one that was like super duper far from me. And I was like, I'm just not going to that one. But then they built one that's still kind of far, but I work in that direction. So I pass it quite often. And man, listen, it's been the sandwich of choice. I was on I was on the Nintendo Dads podcast, and we was talking about it, and I've seen like when they was building the Buc-ee's, I was like, man, I ain't going to no. I'm not going to no place with no beaver on the wall. I'm not doing that. I just started just kept on going past there. And then once they found out that I never had Buc-ee's, and I said, yeah, we got a Buc-ee's by I never been. They was like, what? They get on my head. And ever since then, they was like, man, go to Buc-ee's. I tell you, he said, if you don't like it, whatever you bought, they was like, I'll give you your money back. And sure enough, we went that day. I spent about $80 at a gas station that was non-gas. When gas was like $2 or something, I still went in and spent $80 and stuff from inside the store. That's how good the food is. Woo. Shout out to Buc-ee's. They need to sponsor me for real. Kiki says it's not bad, just not special. What you talking about? You talking about Buc-ee's? Kiki? Buc-ee's delicious. Nintendo releasing games with missing content and adding in a few months to drive up the player base. I miss having lots of unlockables in a video game. I agree, man. I felt like even more than like Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis, man, still lacked a lot of content, and like it's pretty good now. But if I buy a game, I want the game to be complete. And you know what? And this is one of the reasons why, like, man, I'm thinking about returning my copy because I haven't opened it. Because of like, man, they got to stop selling me games that is not complete. And I think that, like, even Nintendo Switch Sports is not complete. Is it fun for what is being offered? Yes. However, you know, I don't want to have this craze of having to download everything. It's like, yeah, I bought the physical version of the game, but if for some reason or another I don't get to download the downloadable content, or it runs out, or my Switch, whatever the reason is, you're like, you know, I'm out of luck if Nintendo decides to close those servers down. So it's like, you know, certain games that, you know, at like the golf or anything like that, I might miss out. That's why I'm in favor of Nintendo releasing an ultimate special edition of Smash Brothers with all the characters on it on one cartridge. I want that, and I would rebuy that in a heartbeat if Nintendo just says, listen, we're doing a special edition, limited time. You can get this copy for the next 6 months, and after that 6 months, you're not gonna be able to get it. Super Smash Brothers, all the characters on it. It would sell, man. It would sell like hotcakes. So many people would buy that. But I agree with you, Vic. I miss the days when you had to play things, and then if you reach a certain level, you unlock other parts of the game, but it was all on the system. I didn't have to re-download or wait till you was finished. Shoot, that's the case, man. Just wait till you finish before you release the game. Don't release nothing half done. Biggest breakfast taco in the world, man. We back on Buc-ee's, man. Their brisket and egg taco is divine. That is, and listen, this is how I do it. When I go to Buc-ee's, if I get there in the morning time, and I do a lot of driving, so sometimes I'm in Georgia, sometimes I drive to Michigan. But my first stop is at Buc-ee's. I get my gas, and if it's the morning time, I give me 3 brisket tacos, and I buy a bottle of their barbecue sauce. Because I got to put some barbecue sauce on my taco. Man, you talking delicious? Delicious and nutritious. Bars. All right. Good Tactic said, you know the drill. Show me those 2DS and 3DS sales. Speaking of Nintendo dads, what's going on? Neo Prime 33 in the building. Said, David, man, what's up, dude? Happy belated Father's Day. And right back at you, my brother. Right back at you. Happy Father's Day, man. Welcome to the stream. Man, y'all show Neo Prime some love in the chat. Fellow Mistonian in the building. We get Neo Prime on the board. Oh, I keep forgetting the P. Neo Prime 33, what's going on with you? Neo Prime, do you think Nintendo has a chance, a slight chance, of releasing new hardware at this supposedly end of the year, end of the month, Nintendo Direct? I would like to hear your response, sir. Said Gigi said, no, I'm talking about okay, you talk about Mario Strikers. Mario Strikers. I think about Bucky's. About to say, oh, it's not bad, it's not special. Okay, good. All right, so Geeky was saying that, hey, Mario Strikers is not bad, but it's not special. You see, that's how I felt like it's good enough right now if it's just me and another person. But I want to be able to play if Splatoon can play 4-on-4 online. I want to be able to do the same thing and have 4-on-4 play online together against other 4-on-4 teams. And it's not set up that way. And that's, to me, that's stupid. Another dumb decision. It's like, man, if you're gonna make this game and you're gonna put it out there to the public, man, make Mario Strikers a game where I can squad up and then go take on the world. And that, to me, that's like, you know what? That's what a lot of people do in 2K. They get their squads together and then they got 5-on-5 all across the world and we all go play somebody else's 5-on-5. That's what I wanted out of Strikers, man. And it seems like you're not able to do that. So until they fix that element, you know, right now, man, Strikers is like, it might just go back. I might get my money back and be like, all right, I'll put it on to the next game that might come out. But or until they fix it. And when they fix it, then I might rebuy it. But it might be on sale. Let's see. Brazawati said, Mario Striker hasn't got enough single-player content yet for me. It doesn't. It doesn't. And my son, you know, when my son plays games, man, he plays, you know, he gets pretty entertained. But my son was like, it just got really boring really fast. I was like, oh, that was crushing. And you know what? He came to me like, Dad, I want this for my birthday, and I made sure he had it. And excuse me, I have to agree. I was like, until they're gonna have to do some things to upgrade to get it there. Neo Prime says, new hardware? ? He's saying yes, an OLED light. Now this is a question I'm gonna pose to the whole chat, except Guerrilla Tactics. This question ain't for you because I know your answer already. But if Nintendo releases an OLED light with better battery, do you pick it up? That's a hard question for me. Because I'm going to tell you why. It's a hard question for me, Neo Prime, because I got a Steam Deck. A Steam Deck has really changed my perception on how I look at Nintendo's games and Nintendo's hardware, especially when it came to that light. Because, like, I like the bad part about it. I like the lights. I like it as that quick. Put it in my bag, get some playtime in. Games that, you know what, I can just play really quick. I love the D-pad on the light. It's probably the best D-pad that Nintendo has to offer. But I don't know. An OLED light would sell though. It would, especially if there's some form of Pokemon edition, it would sell. It would sell. Hands down, it would sell. Would Nintendo go both ways? Would Nintendo have an OLED light and have a Pro? Remember when they released the upgraded version? Oh, okay. Oh, no. Let's take it back. Remember when Nintendo released the Nintendo 3DS XL, and they had the XL in a small, not XL, but they had the updates in a smaller form package. Oh, I gave it back to my son. But remember they had the when they announced the DS with the thumbstick. Remember that? So they had the XL version and they also had the smaller version. Do you think Nintendo could do a light OLED Pro and a OLED Pro? Oh, that would be crazy. If they do an OLED Light Pro, oh man, that's a whole different ball game, man. That's a whole man. Like, which one do you pick? Oh, that is crazy, man. That's a crazy thought. And didn't think about it until you brought it up right now. They could very well do a pro light and a pro regular Switch. Had a pro light at $300. Had a pro OLED at $400. And listen, in theory, they can probably still keep the regular Switch, the OLED, and the light. They can drop the price of the light, maybe like $20, like $180, and every SKU would sell. Ooh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous right there, Neo Prime. Real dangerous. Grid Tactic says, the thing about Nintendo games is when Nintendo stops selling Switch in a few years, you'll be able to get $120 for that $60 game, sealed, probably even more. Listen, he makes a great point. And it's quite a few games that I have bought that are strictly sealed. Like, I have a copy of Hades. I made sure I got one. I got it sealed. A copy of Ori. I made sure I got one sealed. There's a lot of games that I have that are sealed because I bought the digital version. Like, hey, I just pre-ordered a hard version of TMT. It's like I had to have that. You know what? I bought a physical version of House of the Dead. Had to have that. You know what? So, you make a great point there. Great point. Something to think about. Gaming with Family says, squad up. Heck yeah. You can do that with the Turtles, but how many times can you do that? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, how many times can you save that game and go over? That's the reason why I really wanted Strikers to be that game where I could squad up, because my son is in Michigan right now, and that was our game on the GameCube. And I got my nephew who played a lot. He's down in South Georgia, and so if I'm able to connect with them, that's the way we kind of like as a family get together and have at it. But yeah, man, I don't know, Nintendo. They gotta fix Strikers though. I hands down, they gotta fix it. They can't just go around and think like, what? If they don't do anything with Strikers, it will be a disappointment. Candy says no, because my eyes are too old for that smaller screen size. That is not that bad. But if it was an OLED, it wouldn't be that bad, because those colors would be vibrant. Them things on that screen would pop out at you. I think that's a smart decision, because an OLED, and so when I worked for GameStop, we sold a lot of lights because moms would come in with their kids and necessarily didn't want something that was connected to the TV so they could, have it for themselves. And they love the fact of the light. And it was, it's still to me a great entry video game device for kids who want to get in. I always tell parents to get themselves some form of sleeve and have at it, because the light is still good. And my thumbsticks have never got the drift, and I had it before anybody. But even though I haven't played my light in about 5 months, I digress. Gigi says, an instant buy depending on the color, because I love the light. Yes, Gigi does. I swear by that. She does love her light. Basil says no, because I have a normal OLED already. But Basil YT, if they say, listen, we got pro models, do you upgrade to the pro model? And they come out and say, listen, Nintendo Switch Pro, Nintendo Switch Pro Lite, both are OLED screens, better battery life, better processing power, make your old games run like new. God, listen, That right there would get me. Would get me. Hands down. I'll be like, man, I'm in. I'm in. Nintendo got me. They got me. Let's see. Gorilla Teddy says, I don't get to answer the question. Bruh, discrimination. I was going to say no, but not because I have a Steam Deck. Listen, Sweet Cheeks is in the building. What's going on? Give it up for my boy Mendez, a.k.a. Always On Deck TV. I told y'all the Celtics will go to the finals. You did, man. You did. You also said Celtics in 6, but that didn't happen that way. But my boy is in the building. I'm getting both his channels. He also watching from Twitch. Always On Deck Gaming TV. The TV first, and then we got Always On Deck Gaming. If I can get this spelling right. Tripping. All right. Gotcha. On the board. Let's see. Neo Prime says new 3DS and new 3DS XL. You're right. Correct. There it is. I could, so much going on you tend to forget. But that combination, they could very well do together. And that would be what I would call relentless. One of the comments that that everyone keeps echoing when it comes to that Twitter exchange between that Chinese video game store owner or distributor, wherever he was, in that conversation, and one of the things he said, like, Nintendo is relentless. They have tricks up there. They have some stuff up their sleeves. Doing something like that, releasing a Switch Pro Lite and a Switch Pro simultaneously for the holidays would be what I would call relentless. It would definitely make other systems kind of check themselves. Like, ooh, that's huge. That would be absolutely huge, and that would help really propel them to get to that mark of being at the PS2 and the 3DS. Oh, excuse me, the DS. I'm sorry. We don't need any more Pokemon Edition lights. Making Animal Crossing or Kirby light. We do get a lot of Pokemon editions. I know for sure it's like 2 or 3 of them. Don't forget, your boy is still giving away a Pokemon edition Nintendo Switch Lite. It's still coming when I reach 10,000 subscribers. But sure, how slow I'm getting there, I might have to speed it up and say 9,000. Just so I can get rid of it before it becomes obsolete. So Gaming with the Family says, I wanted OLED, but already have too many switches. Unless one breaks, maybe. Man, listen, you run into the same dilemma that I run into, man. Like, if I counted all the switches that I have between myself and my children together, oh man, we in double digits. That's crazy. If I think about it, we are in double digits. I have in my own possession 1, 2, 3. I have 3 switches in my possession. That's, I got a switch. I got a red switch, Switch OLED, Switch Lite. That would be 2 more switches. I would probably sell back my Switch Lite. No. I'm gonna keep my Switch Lite. That's how my channel started. But I would probably sell back my OLED Switch if a new Switch Pro was to come out this year. It's either got to be this year or it's January with Zelda. But this year would be crucial. I think this year would be like cutting the snake off by the head. I mean, I think they would really cut into Sony and Microsoft's competition. I think, man, they would again dominate Christmas like no other. If they release 2 new models this year, day one pre-orders for me. Steve M said, depending on the price, and like Geeky said, the color too. I've always wanted a green Switch Lite to come out, so maybe they'll convince me to get it. I'm jealous Europe got green Game Boy Micro. They sure did. They sure did. I do remember that. Gorilla Tactics says, hold on, let me go back to my boy said, what did he say? Always on deck gaming. My boy Mendez says Steph Curry is amazing. Steph was not playing. He was not going back to he was not going back to California. He was not. It was like I'm ending this today, and he came out to end it that day. I mean, that was a good series, but Steph wasn't playing that game, and Steph clapped the cheeks. Sure. Woo! Go sit in the corner with your shame. Oh my goodness. I think a light OLED and then the successor. Neo Prime says pro versions. If we didn't have a chip shortage, I would be all over that prediction. Okay, this is a question. How many units would Nintendo need at launch to make this a successful launch? If they was to go that direction, how many units would they need to produce and have at launch to say this is a success for this year? Would they need 2 million? Would they need 3 million? Would a million suffice a successful launch of new consoles this holiday season? I think, in my personal opinion, if they could figure out some way to produce at least 2 million units, and they can sell those 2 million units this holiday season, I think it happens. Because, I know it's a chip shortage, but you know what? Nintendo ain't just sitting there like, okay, they didn't know this chip shortage was happening. More than likely, and they're not selling like gangbusters like they were at the beginning of the year. Even in Japan, if we look at the Japan numbers real quick, if we look at the Japan numbers, I'm skipping the games because the games is always going to be there. But if you look at the numbers, they're averaging this in Japan about 50, between that 50 and 60,000 mark since about really April, really late, really March, April. They've averaged around 60,000 since then. And so they're not selling game buggers over there. I just believe, man, I think Nintendo is probably have been stockpiling as much as they could of this next, because they're not selling that. If they got a next gen chip, they're not selling it. So I just don't think Nintendo is sitting back and say, well, we got this shortage and we're just going to sit back and wait, because these other companies is not. Like, I think it's different with PlayStation, because PlayStation has more to put into that system. It's like you're not putting the level of chips into that big old behemoth of a PlayStation 5 that you're putting into this little Nintendo Switch. So I think Nintendo can probably have and get more chips to be able to put into the system that you're probably not getting. I think it's more options for component shortages on the PS5 and Xbox Series X than you would say the Switch. So I think Nintendo could pull it off. That would be crazy, though. Always on deck. Gaming says, no shame. Love out loud. Steph is amazing. Hey, that Joker was like, he came to play. I've always been a Steph fan, and I am definitely even a bigger Steph fan. Because I'm telling you, listen, I'm picking them to win again. I'm picking them Jokers to win again. Steph, you're going to have an even stronger. They got a squad, man, and they ain't losing nobody. Let's see. So I agree, Geeky, but sadly, I think we will get another Pokemon Light. Yeah, one for Scarlet and Violet in November. Yeah, it's too many die-hard Pokemon fans that they're gonna let that money sit on the table. It's Pokemon fans that's gonna buy it just to have it. Just to have it. So yeah, I agree. My wife just said they better call it ProLED. Ooh! Shout out to Neo Prime's wife. That's a nice lane. Nintendo ProLED. Ooh-wee. Golly, that would be something. If they did an OLED light, what can dock now? That is a different question. So are you trying to say if the OLED could dock, if the OLED light could dock? Now that would be something. Oh wait, that would be something. If the OLED light could dock. Oh man, then oh man, that's oh boy, buddy. He says when we playing TMT, we was supposed to play this last Friday, but you know my wife kind of compromised my schedule. Let's play this Friday. I just got to work early, so I don't have nothing to do in the evening next Friday. I mean this Friday coming up. Let's go ahead and schedule that right now. Though, listen, those of you might still have time. You have not picked up the game yet. We're gonna play TMT this Friday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. We're gonna play live on the channel. We're gonna squad up and go at it. You know what? If we get through the game, so be it. If we don't, we don't. But I think we can do it. I think we can all get through the game and have a good time. So be prepared this Friday. You know, first 4 in. You know what? If a 5th person come in, or no, first 6, we're going to play 6 players. So we're going to go at it. Kill everything on screen. So if you want to play, pick up the game, be ready this Friday. Says, Geeky says, probably so, Steve, but who is buying all these Pokemon lights? I know, right? It's somebody. Listen, Pokemon, they still, listen, in my neighborhood, they're still meeting up at this park just down the street from me. I mean, in droves. I mean, it's like an event. And they all with their phones walking around collecting Pokemon. They still playing Pokemon Go. So they out there. They are out there, Geeky. Gamey Dad bought that sword and shield light. Yeah, that's the one. Listen, that's the one that's on the giveaway. Gaming with the Family says, yeah, the light is perfect for little hands. It is. It's really, really good for kids, man. Yeah. Candy says, it's like 40 people on the board. Can we get some more likes? Listen, shout out to Candy. If you have not hit the like button yet, good people, man, do your boy a favor. Take a little minute, jump off the stream, hit that like button, and then come back. You thoroughly help the channel. It won't cost you nothing. It's the best way of giving to your boy who tries his best to give back to you. Hook your boy up. Hit that like button. I will appreciate you all that you do. Shout out to Candy. Give her the heart, please. That's my girl. Candy in the building. You could just put Sweet Cheeks 1 and Sweet Cheeks 2. We'll know who it is. Imagine losing in the finals to Sweet Cheeks. Couldn't be me. Splatoon Light for Geeky. Splatoon Light would be a dope concept. I can't even lie. My daughter would eat that up. That is a great thought. But you know what? I don't think Nintendo believes that Splatoon is that big of a property to make those kind of sales. Remember when Nintendo, man, would just have all kind of different kind of DSs, different colors, different iterations, Metroid. I mean, everybody had their own Nintendo Switch Lite or DS. It was all over the place. But you know what? They just, I don't know what they're doing with this, with the Switch, man. They could make gangbusters with different iterations. Yeah, you keep that Switch Lite and frame it someday. Yeah, it's not going away, man. The yellow boy will stay with me forever. 10 million minimum. You think they need 10 million for them? Listen, this they release it for the holiday. All right. I mean, the holiday, let's say it comes out in like, let's say maybe November. So for 2 months, I don't think for this year, I don't think they need 10 million. I think 2 months, I think that first month they'll probably sell about 3 to 4 million. You might be right. 10 might be 10. I think 6 million might be good. No, you let me take it back. I think 2 million will be good because they're gonna want to sell their other stock, and they're gonna want it to sell out because if it sell out, then people are gonna be forced to buy their old product because they're gonna be like, I just want something to play for Christmas. So if they had 2 million, they'll pull the trigger. If they get 2 million ready, they'll pull the trigger, and they'll continue to push those boys out. They'll continue to sell out, and they'll be the hot thing all over again for the next year because every time they make them, they will sell out. I'm telling you, man, listen, just like they're doing their games, just like they're doing the Mario Strikers and the Nintendo Switch Sports, they'll give you just enough to kind of keep you interested, and then that strategy of just kind of slow feeding you. If they got 2 million ready to go, they'll push it out, but it'll be scarce. You know what? The Americas might get 800,000, and then the other 1.2 will get spread out everywhere else, and then they'll sell out. They'll sell out first. Them first 2 million will sell out so fast, it'll blind you, and then eventually they'll get more in there slowly but surely, and then the chaos of having a Switch Pro will extend for another year. That system works. Look at the PlayStation is different because I think they really are suffering because they got too many components they have to account for to make this big old behemoth of a system. But the Switch don't, man. I'm telling you that kind of process keeps people constantly talking about their system, and every time they drop, they watch how like Sony's not really losing any money. The money they're really losing is the potential sales, but actually, like, hey, as they get hardware, them things are sold. Them things get sold as soon as they drop, within minutes. So as they continue to produce, when they produce, they sell. They're just not selling at a high clip because probably of the chip shortage. But Nintendo, I just think they're in a different position, and they sell a different product that doesn't demand all the components these other systems have, and so they can go out and they can make those things happen. 10 million, man. I mean, if they had 10 million, it will be plenty to get this holiday season. But I think they can have 2 million. I know I keep itching up to maybe 4 million. Them things will sell. 2 million at the price of the other models would drop the price of the Pro. It would drop in price, and the Pro would cost more. So only the core Nintendo fans would buy them. That's what I believe. I believe this, that. That's why you would have enough, and everybody else, like you get a bunch of random parents who say, "Listen, I don't want my kids to be able to play. I don't care about a Pro, but we care about the Pro because we care about the processing and things like that. We play more hardcore games." So I think when you look at their hardcore fan base, 2 million to me is legit. That's a legit offering. You'll get enough out there. They'll sell out, and we'll be talking about it again for the next 6 or 7 months when Nintendo's gonna drop more systems. What's the drop date? Every YouTuber is talking about Nintendo, and I think that's the plan and strategy. That's why I kind of believe this could really, really happen. And I think it could really happen soon. I'm not saying it is because Nintendo is they're a different cup of tea. You think they're predictable, and then they hit you with the Xenoblade Chronicles Direct, but it's something that I think all of us should keep our eyeballs on. Great conversation, fellas. Great conversation. It says Nintendo Prime says, how many do they need to sell at launch? Nintendo sold 1.5 million at launch, and that wasn't even considering hot. Woo! You have a mobile phone consumer base that loves to upgrade. If you have two systems, Super Switch and Super Switch Lite, I like the names, they would need at least 5 million. Woo-wee. Yeah. I mean, I think if I look at the minimum, I think 2 million is still at a minimum. at a minimum 2 million. He said they sold 1.5 million at launch. Golly. So okay, so would you say okay, so for the rest of the year they would need at least 5 million. Okay, I can see that. I can see them selling another, 1.5, 2 million at launch and then carrying that out for the rest of the remainder of the year. They would probably need an additional 3 million. Because at launch, I mean, I would tell you if that combination was to come out and they were to drop it just like that, I'm pre-ordering day one. As soon as the pre-orders drop, I'm pre-ordering. I got to go to somebody's store. And this is why I love GameStop. Because I will be physically in store. Hey, I need to pre-order this one and I need to pre-order that one immediately. And I'm taking my kids with me because my kids can come right behind me and like, I need to pre-order this one. I need to pre-order that. And they need to continue to make that happen. This is Switch is fighting with cell phone manufacturers for chips, so Nintendo faces their own problems despite not being as powerful as Xbox and PlayStation. I don't know how. Take it back. Their main partner is a chip supplier, so it's like NVIDIA makes their chips. That's their main. I think that what makes them a little bit different because they're not dealing with AMD. They're dealing strictly with NVIDIA. And I believe, I'm telling you, it's the other components that bother me with Nintendo because they deal with like IBM. I forgot what IBM makes something it's the other components. I'm not worried about the chips because I think that I think NVIDIA is not making really chips for anybody else except for cars. Oh, okay, I want to take it back. Let me backpedal off that statement. I forgot. Yeah, they are making chips for cars, and that's probably okay. You might be right. I digress and retreat from that statement. I still believe, man. Nintendo is smart, man. I think they're very business savvy. I don't think they sat back and just watched this crumble with not having a plan to make this thing work and knowing they have to stay competitive. I don't know. The guy said relentless. Nintendo is relentless. I believe that. This is it says that was a Celtics one shot. They ain't going back to the finals. Every Eastern team is looking at Boston as a team that have to beat in their off season. Oh man, I think you really I think Jason Tatum, man, has really showed. I think Boston is right back in it next year, man. If I was picking a basketball team right now out of the East, I would say definitely is going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm picking Boston because of how they play defense. They just need to retool. So their decision making in the offseason is going to really dictate where they be come next year. I think defensively, they're going to be in the conversation because they play such great defense. So it depends. The moves that are made in the offseason is going to determine where Boston lies. But right now, today, I would pick Boston back in the Eastern Conference Final. But I don't know if I would pick Miami, though. Talk to me about basketball next basketball season, Grilla. TMT is still on sale, too. All right. So, listen, if you have not picked it up, man, go ahead and get that 15% off while you can. I think it was like $22. It's worth $22, hands down. Question is gnarly, okay? Mode for total. Okay, gotcha. Question is gnarly. Okay, mode for totals. Gotcha. All right, Good Attack says, bet. When the Celtics are out in the second round because Tatum's ninja vanishes again, I'm going to be talking mad trash. I'm telling you, man, listen, you underestimate a team that has made it and who has tasted it, and that that vision to retool. I just remember like my Pistons making it and getting to Boston and lose it and saying, man, we had them if it wasn't for that turnover. Everyone over on YouTube while I'm holding down Twitch. But man, listen, I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you. Splatoon Light would be good. I think it would be absolutely phenomenal. And I think, and me personally, I believe that Splatoon is a strong enough franchise that they can hold their own on their own system and would sell. But I don't think Nintendo feels that way. Y'all might even get that work from CMG's Knicks. No, they won't. No, sorry. Not the Knicks. All right, I went a bit too far on that one. Oh, man. So Splatoon is harder to play in handheld, especially if you're playing competitively. That's why they're more likely to make Joy-Cons or another Pro controller than they would do a Splatoon. You know what, man? I think I'm trying to think. My daughter said, like, my daughter played Splatoon competitively on the Switch Lite. And what she did not like about it, because after a while it hurt her hands, but once she started to play with like a satisfied grip, it changed the game. It made it just that, because she was able to make certain adjustments really quick on screen, and she didn't have to like really make a lot of major adjustment when playing. You know, it was like quick shifts, but it still kept the game competitive. So, but I get what you're saying though. I totally get what you're saying. I feel like, you know, there's an option. Pre-orders for the new Switch Pro would break the internet immediately. That's why I gotta go to a store I can pick it up from. I don't want it coming in the mail. I want to go to a store and I say, listen, give me my systems and let me get out of there. That's what I want. You're right. It would absolutely be like earth shattering. I can definitely see a Splatoon 3 OLED with purple and yellow Joy-Cons to match the Splatoon cover art. It'll come with a digital copy of the game because Nintendo too cheap to include a cart. You're right. Can't wait for Nintendo VR 2 for the Switch, for that Switch Pro. It'll never happen. That's funny though. You try to be sarcastic. Steve, Animal Crossing Switch didn't even come with a digital copy of the game. Sure didn't. It sure did. It came with a nice little colorful dock and some colorful Joy-Cons, and that was it. To be honest, if they did a Pro, I would think they would do a DSi tactic. DSi tactic.
I would think they would do a DSi tactic. How about a web search for it?
No, Siri. No, thank you. And then bring a new system a few months down the line. Who? I don't know. I don't think, not that close. I don't think not that close. Bazawati. Neil Prime says 5 million, 3 million super switches, and 2 million super switch lights. Oh shoot, both of them bad boys would be gone too, sold out. Because I would have to have them both. I played in OK mode. I would want to play in gnarly mode though. I want to play. If we got 6 people, we're playing in the hardest mode, and we're just gonna get our tails handed to us. Great. Tatum is 24. He got hit with a great defense. He'll figure it out. I disagree. I disagree with that statement, man. Good players, man. When you taste the finals and you already got a squad that's built and kind of coming back, and all you got to do is retool and just, you know what, and get like one other really true offensive threat, then you got something. Benj in the building. Let me get these guys on the board. SOC in the building. Get Benj on the board real quick. Benjamin. 4206. SOC in the building. We up to 25 people's on the wheel. Let's at least get 25 likes. Help your boy out, man. Jump in real quick, hit that like button. I appreciate you and all that you do. I know we're going back and forth between gaming news and basketball, but that is what it is. Tatum need to add a Kobe/Jordan back to the basket fadeaway jump shot. And he really needs a Robin. Every Batman needs that Robin. I didn't think he had a Robin out there. He needs somebody to relieve that pressure. Like Jordan wasn't winning until Scottie got there. He wasn't. He was in his prime, he was getting spanked by the Pistons. Once he got Scottie, you know what? He still got spanked by the Pistons, but then they got over that hump because they had enough pieces. I just don't think Boston needs. They're like one offensive threat away from being like, man, you just not gonna mess with Boston. That's all. I mean, they one offensive player away. That's why I picked them to go to East Conference next year. As of today. All right, so we're gonna get off these sales for Japan. It's not a whole lot of news. Let's see, Xbox documentary. I thought this was good. Has anybody watched that documentary? I said I was gonna watch it, but you don't watch it again, man. You just don't have time. So many other shows you want to watch too. It's like I still gotta get, I gotta get, to the second episode of Obi-Wan. But Xbox Power On documentary is awarded a Daytime Emmy Award, which is dope. That's why I want to watch it now, since they thought it was good enough to give it an Emmy. SOC says, hey, yo, I've been away with a bunch of schoolwork and almost free. How y'all doing? Hey, man, listen, I understand being in school, man. Get the work done, man. Won't you be successful? But I'm glad you chimed in tonight, man. Shout out to SOC in the building. Grid Tactic says, Celtics just have Horford and they just have Horford the bag. How much crap do they actually have to retool? Because they have such a good defense that plays together really good defensively. They just need I'm telling you, they're one offensive player away. If you look at the Bulls, all right, yeah, they had Ron Harper and they had Scottie. I'm talking about the first three-peat Bulls. They had a shooter to alleviate the pressure, and they had another legit offense and defensive threat, and that's all they needed. And they had Cartwright. They had a bunch of this fill-ins. Horace Grant was just a fill-in. I'm telling you, that's all they need. That's all they need. I can't see them getting rid of Smart, Brown, Tatum, or either of the Williams. Horford is likely not an asset they trade, so I'm not sure where they'll go outside of a veteran minimum. Yeah, I mean, I agree. To me, if I'm the Celtics, I'm not even trying to mess with that chemistry. But they're gonna have to get they're gonna either have to draft well, or they're gonna have to search for a veteran that's gonna be productive and give them some help. Who that veteran is, I don't know. Celtics have like $30 million in trade exceptions. What are you talking about? Oh, I said, listen, I didn't know. You know me, I don't even cover the Celtics like that. But if they got that kind of money, they can get them a bona fide star right now and change the whole complexity of that game. Now, who they go get, who's available on free agency, that's a different go. I'm betting my bottom dollar Nintendo is done making upgrades. Another addition in the family of system is not smart in the chip shortage. I'm calling the next gen Switch launches in March with Breath of the Wild 2. But they don't necessarily need a next gen Switch in the chip shortage. They can still have a system that's a pro and have a new chip in that pro. That's just a different variation of what they have. I'm telling you, I have my own theories on this chip shortages, but I'm telling you, Nintendo, they might not be big as some of these cell phone companies, but they ain't no punks. What's good, Donovan Mitchell, Bradley Beal? The Joker's not going anywhere. Yep. If any, Donovan Mitchell might be worth it. Bradley Beal, I wouldn't go out to Bradley Beal. I just don't think his defense is good enough to play the game. Like Donovan Mitchell to me would be the one. If he a free agent, that's who I go after. I don't think if they was somehow the pull off Joker, oh buddy, God, give them the ring today. But I don't think they have it. Right. So, oh yeah, got it like that. Yeah, Jalen Brown. Okay, we back to basketball. Jimmy Buckets needs to go to Boston. Give them the ring today. When is the last time you pulled an all-nighter? Playing games? Oh man, it's been during the height of the pandemic. I pulled an all-nighter, but that was about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago. The body, your boy 47. At 47, like I'd be like, man, I need my sleep. When that sleep comes on, when that hits you, you be like, all right, it's a wrap. Trying to go to bed. Time to go. And then I'm out of here. So it's been a minute when I got so far into a game and I was like, man, I just want to stop playing. Great question, though. Great question. Brazwati said, Roller Champion is on the eShop just to let people know, and it's free. Appreciate you for that one, because I was kind of looking at that game, but I want to see how it plays. I'm guessing Gaming Dad has hair last time he put it on. Buddy, you better not, listen, I tell you the guerrilla tactics. I better not ever find out what you look like. Then it is on. I'm telling you. If I ever find out what you look like, buddy, I'm going to roast you and roast you and roast you. Right now, I can do nothing but receive it. And you know what? This ain't nothing but get back for all the kids I done destroyed over my time. So I get it. But if I ever find out what you look like, buddy, I'm going to roast you and roast you on this stream. And it's going to be all out of love and fun. Because right now, you get me. You get me. And I can't do nothing about it. Oh, man. Shout out to Gorilla Tactics, man. The funniest guy on my stream. So, that's what I didn't mean next gen Switch. I meant a new console fully not part of the Switch at all. They're definitely working on a new one, but because they mentioned working on new systems with their high R&D. Man, listen, what direction do Nintendo go? If they're making a brand new system, what direction do they really go? You think they go away from this hybrid market? I think they would be a fool too. Because you think about, like, without the hybrid market, what other way they go? They go back to being connected to a TV? Dumb. That would be stupid. I don't think Nintendo, I think they are almost married to this style. They gotta have whatever they're gonna have is gonna be able to be naturally paired to a TV and on the go. Unless they have something that says, hey, you know what? This is the TV model of it. You know what? It can downscale and then you can take it with you. I don't know. But that hybrid market, it ain't going nowhere. They might not have everything on the system. They might have like a system and a supplemental controller device that kind of enhances the game once you play it on TV. I can see that going. That's the only direction I can see them going. Besides what they currently have. Kyrie come back, it's a wrap. Man, I don't know, man. Not Mr. Injury prone. You know what? I like Boston. I mean, not Boston, but Brooklyn. I think they got a good squad. I'm sorry, good people. My eyes itching. But I think Brooklyn has a great squad, man. Once again, KD can only do so much by himself. Listen, I don't know what Brooklyn would have looked like if they'd have had KD the whole year. But I support KD for sticking out and not taking that shot. I support him on that. I think I stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I'm a firm believer in that. I support him 100%. But man, if they had him for the whole year, what would the playoffs really look like? This is maybe you get KD when he forces his way off the Nets. It's well known he latches on to any team that's in a championship picture. Woo wee. So I 100% think they'll go from the hybrid. They'll go away from the hybrid model. I think they're trying to release a powerful console to get current gen third-party games and a weaker to get a DS. I don't think so, man. If they go that direction, they would give Sony a window to come right back to Japan and reclaim that market. They have dominated the Japan market because of its hybrid system and their amount of JRPGs. They're not going to give that up, man. It's too convenient to take this thing off and put it back on. You gonna make it harder for consumers? I don't agree with that one. If Kyrie comes back to Boston, it's a wrap. Oh, that could happen. That could happen, and that would. My issue. Okay, this is my issue with Kyrie. Kyrie is a great point guard, attack the basket. Is he a facilitator? That's my question. What kind of facilitator? Is he a general? Is he a point guard general? It's not too many point guard generals in the NBA no more. And that's what they need, a point guard general. Also, 2 weeks ago, I went to Nintendo New York, and it was so cool to be back. And I got a shirt and a sweater. Always loved the store. Oh, man. Shout out to SOC, man. You should have took pictures, man. Nintendo Prime said Nintendo's new direction for a new system. Slide controllers from your phone that can only unlock their games through their mobile eShop. Ooh. Nintendo then works with other devs and publishers to bring their games through their system by offering things through their controller. No one else can. That would be heavy. That would really put them in a legit market to compete on the mobile scene and really collect those mobile dollars. Because they had certain games that was making them plenty of money on the mobile scene. Because I'm going to assume that Mario Kart Tour made them a lot of money. And I know Fire Emblem made them a lot of money on the mobile scene. And I don't think they walk away from that. So that could happen. And they somehow, some way was to go that direction, like you said, and to say have a controller that only unlocks their games. Until somebody hack it. That would be dope. Pastor YT said, the reason I play Switch is the portability. If they take that away, I'll give it up. I give it a miss. Yeah, I don't think they go away from it. It's too much of a successful hit. I went to the barbershop to get my treatment this weekend, and what do I see in the barbershop? Kids playing Switch. Multiple kids got their Switch in tabletop mode, playing their Switch while they waiting for the barber. I'm telling you, man, that they will be a fool. People are just not gravitating to that kind of ecosystem. You just advance and make that ecosystem better. That next Switch would not. I would guarantee. I I will bet cold hard cash it will not be a strictly a system that is connected to your TV. It will definitely be a hybrid again. You think Nintendo is going to go back to having a console that loses most of their AAA support 3 years in? You'll have portability in the weaker handheld. It's not going to be a DS level of weak. Probably more like Steam level or a bit weaker. So are you saying that that handheld, you trying to say Nintendo's gonna have a handheld? I'm not getting it. Maybe I'm gonna read that statement. I'm not getting what you're trying to say. I think Nintendo's going to go back to having a console that loses most of its AAA support in 3 years. In okay, like I'm assuming you're saying like the this first statement is like the you're referencing the what do you call that the Wii U. I think that's what you're referencing. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they're not going back that direction. If anything, it benefits them, especially in this time of age and the development of technology. That they'll get that experience. They'll get more. They might not get the PS5 because they don't really need the PS5 experience. Their games just gotta be able to work, run smooth, and have a quality experience on the go. Because the Steam Deck is proving that, hey man, if you do certain things right, to be able to put themselves in situations to optimize a system, that it could be successful. And then once again, it's a handheld experience. If they could figure out to say, hey, this is the handheld downscale, and then it upscales when it goes to the dock and comes to the TV, then that's all they need to do. They'll do that before they just all of a sudden say, well, we're gonna go a complete different direction. That's like committing suicide in this market in this day and age. Is a Nintendo would do mobile. They have been about hardware sales, and you can only get Mario games on the Nintendo consoles. Animal Crossing, for example, made a lot of people buy a Switch. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like the phone idea, but not everyone has a phone that plays games. I'm prime example of that. So I just out of luck for playing games native on my phone. Big skip on streaming. Listen, I'm not a big streaming guy. I mean, I like the fact that if I'm connected to some good Wi-Fi, I can play Game Pass rather, on my phone. But do I? I don't. Even in like the tightest situations, I still don't. Like because I don't like playing games even with a controller on my phone. It don't excite me. It's too much. It's too cumbersome. It's not easy to kind of like set this up real quick. I got to buy some things and have my controller ready because there's no way I'm playing touchscreen. No way. Let's see. I'm saying Nintendo would release a home console closer to a PS5 level of power and then have a dedicated handheld that would be weaker, but clearly stronger than what the Switch is now. Okay, all right. So you're saying is that Nintendo would, in essence, have a system that will be just as powerful as the PS5, but would simultaneously download games that will be weaker, like a Steam Deck, and have that cross-play experience to say like a la Steam Deck and a PC, which would be great, which would be absolutely great. I mean, if they can somehow pull that off. But how do they pull it off? That's going to be the question. Muted Gaming, what's going on, man? I need to get you your gifts, man, for graduation. Hey, y'all get a chance, man. Listen, this was one of my kids in my class. Well, he ain't in my class no more. He graduated, he graduated from high school, and I still got to get you your gift. I get your gift over here. And I'll get to you one day. Don't let the rest of these jokers say something to you. I know. They'll say, you'll never get that gift. It'll be 2 years from now. But Muted Gaming to get you on the board. All right. Thus, if you want portability, you still get a great experience without having to buy a home. console. I like that concept. especially if that's the desire to make it work. That's one of them things. Is like I got to see that console. I got to see that concept in action. I think it could be very successful if they're able to make it happen. Now the question would be, could Nintendo do that and keep a $400 price on that situation? Could they keep it at $400 and make that happen? I just don't know. I don't think Nintendo. I don't think you can produce a console on that level and keep it under $500. I don't think Nintendo want to go that high. I think $400 really kind of scares Nintendo. But $500, I don't know. This for what they're trying to offer into the brand, they're trying to offer into the people they're trying to offer it to. Their audience is not going to pay $500. We'll make the switch, you know, say kind of that sweet spot. $300 is a pretty sweet spot in this era. I don't know if they go. I don't know. I don't see that happening unless they plan on losing money on every console to make it like that. So that the only hole I can poke in that theory is the price. Like, how do they make that happen and still keep it, you know, saying a affordable experience? And Nintendo is about having it be affordable. Depending on when they release the console, a couple years from now, the parts could be cheaper, thus reducing the price for the consumer. If they can make this system, this combination, $400 or cheaper, it's a win. It'll happen. I don't think they go to if it goes anything higher than $400, then they're gonna lose. People I don't think people will pay for that unless the games demand me pay for that. The games have to match it for us to say, all right, like us hardcore fans will buy it, but Nintendo's gonna make their money is all the other people who are clueless about video games who just want to have a fun experience. Those are the people who are not going to pay that kind of price and price of money, who would prefer to have a Switch Lite compared to having a regular Switch. You know, those people, it's Nintendo. They're the ones they worry about. They ain't worry about us because we're gonna buy it regardless, no matter if it's $300 or $500. It's everybody else they're worried about. So I don't. You got a good point, but I don't know. Man, shout out to Mutant Gaming, man. Give him some love with the. I'm gonna give for him because I know the kind of kid he is. He gets this the horn he gets. Sorry, not that one, but he gets this one. Shout out, man. Thank you, man, for the $5 super chat, man. He says putting it back into the community. That's how we do, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I hope all is well. Did you find a job yet? I need to know that. Need to know if you're working. All right, good people. Let's go back to the. There's not a whole lot of stories this evening. I know we're gonna wanted to talk about. I'm gonna go through a couple of these stories real quick. It says new Lego Super Mario Character Pack Series 5. You know what? I think like if I had a bigger house and I could buy things I can kind of like put up, I wouldn't mind putting these together and then having them like stacked up on my shelf somewhere in some of my room, making them look pretty. If I had that kind of money and that kind of time, I would probably buy some of these things. But this also doesn't appeal to me. To me, even as a former Lego builder, these things don't appeal to me. Even though they got an Optimus Prime Lego set, that I was like, man, that looks awesome. But I still wouldn't, spend that kind of money on a Lego set. But for those of you who do, here it is. When it comes out, I don't know if it says. It says will be released on the 1st of August. He says each Lego character will cost you $5.99. So all right, so that's what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 times 6. That's $54 with some tax. Here in Georgia, about $62. I'll pass. But for those of you who dig the Legos like that, there it is. All right, we'll go to the next question before I go back to the chat. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga has surpassed 5 million players. Shout out for Star Wars, man. Shout out to Star Wars. You know, the game got delayed. It came out, it was an excellent game, man. 5 million players. That's crazy. Cuphead Switch physical release still coming. DLC was briefly considered to be a standalone title. I'm glad they didn't make that decision, but I would like to see that DLC and Cuphead packaged together. So I hope whenever they release this physical version that they package both the DLC all into one cartridge, and I'll pick it up for sure. Day one buy, hands down. Because Cuphead is a beast. Let's go to the comments real quick, and then I'll come back. Let's see. Basil YT says, why people keep saying power of PS5 and Xbox. I think the new Switch will be working heavy on the NVIDIA's DLSS or AMD's Fidelity. I think, to be honest, man, I think Nintendo's gonna use both, because why they'll use both, I don't know. I'm not a programmer. I have no idea. But I agree. I think that next level of DLS, whatever. I think it's DLSS. I think that's DLL. I think it's DLSS. But however, potato. And I think the games are going to look pretty good. And you know what? I think we're going to be shocked once we start seeing certain games run on this next Switch, or I don't know about Switch Pro, but that next Switch is probably gonna, probably shock us. So I mean, once again, it's like it'll be interesting times. It says the home console will be comparable to a PS5, likely weaker. AMD's FSR is how the Steam Deck pushes out the visuals it does. Also, with a lower resolution. The handheld would be weaker than the home console, but still able to run the home console games at a lower resolution, maybe frame rate. If the Nintendo Switch is a hybrid like it is now, I can see the Switch being at an Xbox One or PS Pro level of power. I don't want it to be a hybrid because it's likely to lose third-party AAA support like Switch is now. So that's why I believe, if you remember back, I'm going to take it way back to when the Switch first launched, and it was those patents that was leaked showing that Nintendo would have what they call a supplemental device that kind of help produce power to an outside source like a TV, things of that nature. So you would have it, and then that Switch would dock, and that power of that dock would turn necessarily the games that you're playing on your Switch into a stronger, more beefier experience on the console end. And I think in essence, me and Gorilla Tactic, we're both talking about kind of the same thing. If you have a dock that kind of help produce those kind of level of graphics, and then once you take it away, there's definitely a drop off, but you're still getting like PS4 or Xbox One type of graphic output with good battery life, then you got something in. I think, you know what? You really got a phenomenal system that everybody would love. When they do that, I don't know. Will they do that? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. But once again, that will be like two different systems, meaning you need double the amount of chips. So we don't know how that worked in 2020 and 2023. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to this direct if or when we have it at the end of this month. But until Nintendo announces, I say, we just got to keep our fingers crossed. Why my dog barking? All right. Let me go. I played this game. They have this game currently on what you call that thing? The Apple Arcade. And I played on Apple Arcade, and it was decent. It was kind of like, it's like a Smash Brothers game, but it was decent. On, like, I can go to Apple Arcade right now and play it and have a decent enough experience. But it's coming to the Switch. Lego Brawl launches on the Switch in September. It said hits the Switch and other platforms on September the 2nd. So I mean, really, really close in time. So it's definitely it's not a game that's gonna keep you there, but it's a fun experience for what it's worth, especially on an iOS device. But would I play this? Would I buy this or play this on my Switch? No, but would I buy it for my kids to play? Yes. If you have young kids, to say maybe like in that range of like 4 to 9. Oh yeah, I'll buy this for them. Would I spend time in playing this? Absolutely not. This is I'm not going to talk about the Fire Emblem leaks. Enough of us have seen enough videos about the leaks. If Nintendo announces it, you know what? They announce it. Miss Unicorn Poop. That's crazy. They need to bring Ark Survivor to the Switch. If I'm correct, Ark Survivor is coming to the Switch. I think not the current one. The current Ark Survivor, I think, might even be on the Switch, but it's terrible. And I haven't. I remember, matter of fact, Ark Survivor is, I believe, on the Switch. It is terrible. It was really, really bad. I mean, I remember they blasted that game, From Here to the Moon, how terrible it was. And I believe the second Ark Survivor with Vin Diesel is coming to the Switch. But once again, it's like until they have a system where it works with these third-party games and you're getting a great experience out of them, until they can convince some of these third-party studios to build games for the Switch from the ground up, like a Capcom. We're going to continue to run into that issue until Nintendo releases a system that can hold its own. And right now, Nintendo is definitely, batting in third when it comes to, power efficiency. And it's matter of fact, batting in fourth because they're coming in behind the Steam Deck as well. But Miss Unicorn Poop, my brother, let me get you on to our board, man. We give out a free Nintendo eShop card, man, every Monday night, man. If you don't mind, man, hit that like button for your brother. I'll really appreciate it. It really thoroughly helps the channel, man. It won't cost you not one thing. Ark Survivor Evolved. Okay, Survivor Evolved is on the Switch. It said, let me get him in there. Miss Unicorn Poop. Crazy name, but I dig it. You on the board, my brother. And so at the end of the night and end of the stream, man, we'll be giving out a $10 eShop card, man. So stick around if you can. If not, man, just remember this video, man, to check out and come up to the end to see if you won. And if you won, man, just follow me on Instagram at GamingDad3 or on Twitter at gaming_dad3. And just shoot me a message and say, GamingDad, where my money? And I'll shoot you the code for your card. All right. Let me get back to what we was getting back to. Let's see. He said, if it is, I'll bring my Switch. I'll bring my Switch tomorrow and check it out during class. Ha! What's going on? Oh, this is the kid from my. Oh, okay. I bet. This is the kid from my class, man. From summer school. My dogs is tripping. Listen, they want to get in here to hear my voice, but they can't. No, I guess they're out there. It says Ark Survive Evolved is on Nintendo Switch. They're bringing a new Ark game to the Switch to be a free upgrade if you own it already. Oh, look at it. The community jumps in and helps me out when their brother likes the knowledge. Appreciate you. And I know he appreciate that knowledge too as well. All right, let's see. Let me get back to some more of these. I'm not excited yet for Sonic. I think it might have to come down for me seeing some more gameplay and some more reviews. It might go down to that, but I gotta see some more gameplay for me to be. I'm not quite excited about this game. My kids, they like Sonic. They're gonna be excited. They don't care what they get. My kids, they still like Sonic Forces. So, if you like Sonic Forces, you like any Sonic. But Sonic's Frontier would take 20 to 30 hours to finish. I know this is exciting for my kids, but it's exciting for me. It all kind of depends. I got to see how this game plays. I never was a huge Sonic fan. I bought Sonic games. I played Sonic. I like Sonic. I like Sonic CD. That was probably one of my favorite Sonic. Sonic Mania was super good as well. But that's about it. That's about it. I got to see the rest and which direction it goes before I really like tilt my head to say I gotta have me a Sonic game. But 20 to 30 hours is pretty good content, especially if you plan on picking it up this November. All right. How about that? What's about? Speaking of Sonic, the head of Sonic team makes mixing both 2D and 3D Sonic game styles doesn't really work. We'll release 2D and 3D Sonic separately, which is good. I mean, I don't like this switching back and forth. I think a couple games did that, and it just once again, this one the Sonic games has not really been a huge experience for me. But I would tell you that the movies are excellent. Definitely worth watching. I'm trying to think if anything else I gotta. That was a week ago. That's probably that's all a week ago. So I think I'm just gonna check one other spot. I like to kind of like go back over this in case. There's a Steam sale I think going on right now, so don't forget the Steam sale. This is nope. 10 best, nope. Nothing really from the Steam side of it that we need to talk about. Let's get Microsoft real quick. It says oh man, I thought this was funny, man. For those of you old enough to remember Internet Explorer, man, they got an actual grave. They got an actual like tombstone of the Internet Explorer over in Japan. It's crazy. It says someone made a tombstone to mark Internet Explorer's end of support date. Golly. So they're not even supporting it anymore as of the 15th of 2022. So, matter of fact, as of today, there's no support for the Internet Explorer. Shout out to everybody who had Internet Explorer and that slow internet. It's too funny. So, OMG, Gaming Dad. How did I not pick Ethan Winters as Dad of the Year in the game? He went through everything to get his daughter back in Village. Yeah, listen, right. Yeah, he could have definitely been Dad of the Year, even though I did not play Resident Evil Village. And you know what? Speaking of Resident Evil Village, man. Speaking of Resident Evil Village, I am really excited to not even play my Resident Evil Village because I really want to play it third person. I think third person will be so much of a better experience. That third person is going to take me back to how it used to be, like on the 4 and the 5, where I really liked. Because 7, I liked 7. 7 was just way too scary, man. That was a scary game. But however, I digress. Steam Summer Game starts this Thursday for all who weren't here at the start of the podcast. Right. Get your Steam Deck or you play Steam games. Get ready for that sale. It's coming up quicker than you know it. All right. Let me look at PlayStation real quick before I jump off. Yeah, nothing really. No. Ubisoft's free-to-play Skater Roller Championship seems heading to Switch this week, and according to Basil YT, is already up for download. It says it hits Nintendo platforms tomorrow, the 21st, right along with Fall Guys, so you can go ahead and download both of those games right now. Laugh out loud. You won't even play it in third person, Gaming Dad. All right, so okay. Basil YT. If I get some time, and I do third person, you gotta come on the stream with me. And you gotta have to coach me through the game. You commit to that, and then we good. Now, how about that? What's going on? How you doing there? Clayfold X. Avenge Clayfold X. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, man. Listen, by you chiming in tonight, man, you have automatically jumped in. Cool Breezy. Taking it easy. Folks easy. You had just entered to win a free Nintendo eShop card. And let me put you on the wheel. We do a process of elimination, and we'll just keep picking names until there's no more name or one name left, and that one name will be our winner. Let me get you on the board. And I gotta get my boy Cool Breezy. Cool Breezy, don't forget, man, to hit that like button, man. I really, really, really appreciate you. Representing Ohio. My tongue almost got a rash saying that name. Oh, man. He said, I don't have a Nintendo. But listen, I tell you, if you don't have a Nintendo, if you win tonight, if you let me know you don't got a Nintendo, I can get you your card of choice. That I can do. Let's see. Damn. You see this right here? This is Guerrilla Tactics Effect. Bazawati was a nice person until I showed up. Now he just roasts people. Right. He always targeted me. I don't go off. I don't target him with his old big hill head. Let's see. Bazawati says, I can do that. You have to wait for me to get up. Oh, after fainting. Don't faint, my brother. Don't faint. Don't faint. Got my like, brother. Appreciate you. Cool Breezy taking it easy. Shout out to Mystic Unicorn Poop with $1 super chat, man. Give him some love in the chat. Where my sound effects at? Children. Where my children at? Children. Give Mystic Unicorn Poop. I call it Mystic. But Miss Unicorn Poop, some love. The kids gonna give you some love, man. Thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate you. Make sure you add a question or something. But I'll take it. So I won't be here long. About to clock in to work in about 10 to 15 minutes. Hey, that's all right, man. Listen, I thoroughly understand, man. But you get a chance to check back whenever you can. Just check the end of the stream, man, just to see if you won. And if you won, man, then go through that process, man, of sending me that message either on Instagram at GamingDad3 or on Twitter at Gaming_Dad3, and just say where my money at, and I'll send you the code. Bazawati says Roller Champions is not live yet. Okay, but you can download it, correct? Great. Man, you talked it up in class. I wanted some sound effects. Oh, man, listen, you know what? But if you stay around for the end of it, we're getting ready to do the giveaway in a minute. If you stick around, man, listen, you know what? If your name get picked first, you know, you get the famous Peter Griffin, man. That's right. I pick names until you get up out of here. Bazawati says, yeah, you can download it. Bet. See, that's good. That's good information right there. See, all right, bet. That'll work, man. Thanks, man, for coming through, man. I really appreciate, man, the love tonight. New people coming through the stream. It's always a good thing. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go back and check these. Yeah, they don't have nothing really. You know, somebody's porting PS2 Jack and Dexter. I don't care about that. I don't know this game. You know, they've been talking about it all day on different streams. I don't know this game. Treasure is the 30th anniversary. I figured I'll look it up later. I'm not even a big fan. But it might be something great. Let me see if this here shows some. No, it just shows the whatever the Twitter feed is. They say that this game might come out. Blah blah blah. 30th anniversary. Hoorah. All right, and that's about it, buddy. Listen, you know what? Listen, your guys have made it to the end of the stream. Let me go ahead and get my wheel back on the scene. We got 29 people on the Wheels of Steel tonight. If your name gets picked, you know you hear the great sounds of Peter Griffin, or my favorite, the Prize is Right horn. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this party started with the first one to catch the horn tonight. If you come in after this time here, it's a little too late. But for those who made it, it's on the board. And first one, ooh, fresh on the scene, Mr. Unicorn Poop. Peter Griffin, give him his calling card.
You are out of here.
My brother, listen, man, I see you in school tomorrow, man. Thank you for coming through, man, hanging out with us, man. But you're more likely, man, to stick around, man, and watch the end. It's always fun. Who's up next to catch the flex and will be the next one off the board? And it will be my man Vic and his Twitch account. And he is done. That's right, Geeky. It is what we call wheel time. We're gonna remove Vic off the board. He said elbow cough. Oh man. All right, time for Mendez to be eliminated like his Celtics. I'm wearing a gaming dad has hair shirt. Oh man. He said, oh dang, that's my luck. That's all right, man. Listen, it happens sometimes like that. Sometimes, man, I've had people come on the stream for the first time, man, and go all the way to the finals, man. So, man, listen, if I can encourage you, man, listen, every week, man, to come chime in, man, and say what's up. Don't forget, man, hope you became a subscriber today. I would appreciate the love, but we're going to keep at it. Who's up next to catch the flex? Just like Unicorn Poop, who else wants some of this poop in your face? Oh, Mendez. Sweet Cheeks. It's off the board. But he's still on the board. Because his gaming his YouTube channel is still on the board. So you also could be watching from Twitch and YouTube at the same time and have 2 chances to win. But we're gonna keep the party going and keep it flowing. Who's up next to catch that flex? And it will be Mutant Gaming.
You lose.
You are out of here, my brother. Thank you, man, for coming through, man. I got to get you your graduation gift. I promise it. I still have it. I'm looking at it right now. And but I will get it out there to C-Town as soon as I can. All right, we'll keep it going. We're down to 25 people left on the Wheels of Steel. He is for real. And it will be up next. It would be Infinite Recursion. IR.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Bazawasi said, don't say people name. You always jinx them. Man, that is true. I ain't gonna lie. I did. He said, damn it. Don't. Oh, 1 to go, Mendez. Packed wheel tonight. It is packed tonight. Usually, what? The last couple weeks has been like, around 20, but that was almost 30 tonight. Appreciate the love. Let's keep it going and flowing. Who is up next? And who was our winner tonight? Our winner will be last week's winner. It's Candy, but
Psych.
Next time. Slugheads.
Peace out, Candy. Ow. Shake it. Candy is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for coming out tonight. And up next to catch that flex, it will be my guy. Look like it's CMG. Please give him his calling card. Exit left, please. CMG is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, my brother. Go check out CMG, man. Got his own channel, man. Chariot Man Gaming. If we want something that's kind of entertaining, man, super duper funny, man. He does a lot of Stadia and Nintendo Switch stuff. Go check my boy out. And also, Bazawati, man, he does a lot of the scary games. That guy is all over the place. But Bazit YT is on YouTube. Go follow him, man, and enjoy some of his content. And you just might like it. All right, good people. Listen, how many people we got left? We got 22 people left on the Wheels of Steel. Let's check out. Okay, we got no new comments, so we're going to keep it rolling and flowing. Who's up next to Cast the Flex? And it will be my man Vic is off the board. God damn body. Vic, have a good night, man. But I think your wife is still hanging around and she's still lurking. And we'll go up next to Cast the Flex. Who will be next? What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say, Courtney? Bye. That's what it said to Courtney. The sheep said, bye, Courtney. Man, listen, it's that second sheep that gets me every time. He be like he do it from the diaphragm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's up next to catch the flex? Let's see who it will be next, and it will be. It looks like it's my girl Samantha W. is off of the board. Let's see. Let's check in with some of these comments real quick. Neo Prime says, big money. Bazit needs to do a challenge to vape hot sauce. Oh, man, that is so funny. Oh, man. He said, I put that on everything. Mutant Gaming says, get a Jason Voorhees breathing sound as a butt. Listen, I will work on that. Oh, yeah, and a whammy sound will be good, too. He said, no whammies. Oh, man. Sure. Heck, wasn't me. That's been saved me. Really did. Oh, man. I love y'all, man. Oh, man. Shout out to Samantha, man. Listen, that is so funny. Oh, man. That was easy button, too. Yeah, it was. All right, let's keep it going. Keep it flowing. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be SOC. God almighty. Shout out to my boy SOC, man. If it weren't for him, man, I probably wouldn't have a Discord. But he hooked me up, set some things up for me, and I appreciate it. Brazil YT said, I'm still waiting on the Gaming Dad fire alarm. I need that. Neo Prime says, shout out to my boy Quake311. Yeah, Quake is the man to sit next to the man That's who Quake is. He's the guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it rolling. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, oh, that newcomer. Gaming with the family, man. Listen, because, man, you were so, man, the kids gonna give you some love, man. Because, man, you came in here, man, had a good time, man, had some great comments, man. Please, man, we welcome you back. But you're off the board. You're out of here. Who's up next to catch that flex? And it will be, oh, Night Candy's son. Malachi X Gaming.
You lose.
You're out of here. Thanks, man, for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate you, man. Tell your mama you want to come back. Give yourself 2 chances to get that dub. Who's up next? Who's waiting for that Peter Griffin? Oh, not Nintendo Dads himself. Neo Prime. Please give him his calling card.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
He says lose with such aggression. You lose. Good day, sir. All right, let's keep it party going and flowing. He said, dang, that's tough. Oh, man, it should have been Mendez. You know what? Mendez is always lurking around, but I don't know. Let's see who was up next. It looks like it will be Guerrilla Tactics.
You are out of here.
You know what? We didn't either see Mountain and Moonbeams didn't show up tonight. I always miss her coming through. And my boy KP didn't show up tonight either. Hope all is well on that front. Let's keep it rolling. Mendez is still on the board, Guerrilla Tactics. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be newcomer tonight, Charles. I'm not going to say your last name. But Charles is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Charles E. Appreciate you, man, coming through, man. But you got to go. We're down to 13 people, ladies and gentlemen. That wheel is still rolling. And I had to ask the Sheeps again. What? Oh, Mr. Clay Ford. It's the Avenge Clay Ford. Clay, not Ford, but Fold. But what did the sheep say? What did he say? Every time that sound comes up, man, it makes me laugh. I gotta get some new sounds though, because you know what? I'm running short. I need to work on that this week. Let's keep the party rolling and growing. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody else needs to exit left, and it will be Cool Breezy. Please blow him off the board. Cool Breezy is out of here. Thanks for Cool Breezy coming through tonight, man. Appreciate you and all that you do. We're down to 11 people. Let's keep the ball rolling. Who's up next to catch the flex? And look, it's going to be my son, Joseph Reed. He's out of here. So close, but no cigar. He's out of here. Mendez still on the board. We're down to 10 people. We got Benj 4206, always on deck TV. CT representing Chi-Town. David Williams is on the board. Quake 311. We got Skycatcher, a.k.a. Gaming with Family. Steve M. Basil YT. Jeff Pope. And the lovely Miss Geeky. Let's keep the ball rolling and strolling. Who up next to catch the flex? And it will be Skycatcher is out of here. Dang, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate you, man. Hope you come out and join us again. I'm going to give you the whole shebang. Is it anymore?
You suck.
I've never let it go all the way through. All right, I'm gonna stop. That was fun. That's overkill. But man, you gotta come back and hang out with us, man. We had a good time tonight, man. And I think you would enjoy us every day. Appreciate you. All right. Let me get some comments going on. Neo Prime says I'm pulling for y'all. Not like this. Mendez is about to run into Draymond Circus Tucker. Later, friend. I appreciate you. Wonderful channel. Thanks, Cool Breezy. Taking it easy for Sheezy. Maybe a geeky curry. Only Guerrilla Tactics, ladies and gentlemen. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be... Oh, so close.
You lose.
Quay 311, man. You're out of here, man. Appreciate you, my brother. We're going to keep it rolling again, my friend. And the winner will be... It will be... Sweet Cheeks.
Psych. Better luck next time.
Mendez is off of the board. You know what? I probably wonder, like, man, why it go so hard at Mendez? Because he's probably won more than anybody in the history of Gaming Dad's channel. He probably won about $100 worth of eShop cards. Because he always win. I'm telling you, he got the end on the wheel. I don't know what it does. But it always picks him. But not tonight. Not tonight. We're keeping it rolling. Down to 7 people, ladies and gentlemen. Down to 7 people. And our next one coming off the board, fresh from Chi-Town, is CT Tucker.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing.
You lose.
Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Chi-Town in the building. Oh, man. Let me read some of these comments. It says, obviously they're going to game me. Let's laugh out loud. If I can find the board, there you go. Quay 311 says, with my last breath, I burp curry. Geek said, I'm still in it. He said, yeah. I always said that. He said, had a good 2020. Yeah, you did. Yeah, listen, low-key. The pandemic, boy, you was cleaning up. Told you. You can cook. Geeky in 6. Big smile on Gorilla Tactic now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 5 people left. No, excuse me. Come on. I'm sorry, not 5, but 6 people left. Who's up next to cast the flex? And it will be my man Benj is out of here. Peace out, Benj. Came close, but no cigar. We keep it going. Down to 5. Staying alive. As we thrive. Oh, my girl. Geeky is out of here. Peace out to Geeky. We down listening to our final 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jeff Pope, Dave Williams, Basil YT, and my man, Steve M. All of these guys are all former winners of the $10 eShop card. This is episode 109. I did not say that in the beginning, but I'm saying it right now. It's episode 109. Yeah, 109 this week in gaming. That's crazy, right? But tonight's winner can only be one. Who is next to cast the flex and get off the board? I will blow him off. Let's go. Basil YT, peace, love, and soul. Basil YT has been blown off the map. He said, damn, I like to change my predictions. It can only be one winner tonight. We'll get 3 going out. Who is next to get off the board? Steve M. Steve M is off the board. Ladies and gentlemen, Basil YT says, at least I was in the top 4. Geek says, wow, no loyalty. Who do you have left? Muted Gaming voted for David. Listen, believe it or not, Muted Gaming, Jeff Pope graduated from Cedartown High School. Dave Williams and Jeff Pope. Who will be the winner tonight? We do not know. But in great fashion, you know how we do. Let me get my stuff set up. Oh, yes, right. Drummers, are you ready? Yes. Okay, the drummers are ready. Drum roll, please. Who will be tonight's winner? And it will be, look at there. Look at God. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our tonight's winner. Dave Williams has won his second $10 eShop card. Give it up for Dave, man. Dave, oh man, good people, man. What a wonderful stream, man. What a way to end it. I hope you guys have show Dave some love in the chat, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, man. Man, God bless all you guys, man. Hope you be with you guys in spirit, that he touches the things that you want and desire in your life. And I hope someday, you guys spend some time with good old God. He loves you. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. Said, Gorilla Tactic said, you miss yourself getting blown off the wheel. Send Google a strong worded email. I forgot to put myself on the board. I usually put myself on the board just so I can have the choice of giving away my winnings. But I forgot. Darn me. Basil YT says, too late to use Google CMG. Yeah, CMG was off early. CMG says, congrats to Dave. Samantha says, congrats. Geek says, Gaming Dad will put your who info on the live stream. Your whole info on the live stream. GG, my boy. My prediction is truth. Congrats, Dave. Congrats, Dave. Gorilla Tactics. Oh, David, you're in Miami Heat territory. If I see you on the wheel next week, I'll chant, beat the Davids. Google Stadia will be fine. I was on that TMT game. Did you get it for the Switch or did you get it for Stadia? Did it come out for Stadia? I'm sorry, I could not resist. I could not resist. Oh man, Chairman Gaming. Gotta check out my boy CMG. I'm sorry, CMG. That was too funny. I could not resist. Oh man, that was too funny. Too funny. Good people, man. Listen, man. Wonderful stream, man. Don't forget Friday 8 p.m. We playing TMT. We're gonna squad up with 6. So if you don't get the game beforehand. That was so funny, man. Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna squad up this Friday, man. So if you don't have the game, man, get the game, man. I heard it's good. We'll play together this Friday. Gigi says, you know it didn't go to Stadia, but it said all platforms. Oh man, I'm sorry, man. Listen, CMG, man, you need to rant about that. If it's not on Stadia, you should be like, I need another bathroom rant from you about TMT not coming to Stadia. I need that. I'm like, I'm tired of buying games on my Switch that should be on Stadia. God damn it. See, that's the setup of that TikTok right there. Good people, listen, this is your boy Gaming Dad. I'm about to get up here, eat me some snacks before I get ready to go to bed. I got summer school in the morning. I gotta bring something to do. I might have to bring my game tomorrow because summer school is getting a tad bit boring because kids is falling off and not coming. I don't know why. Maybe they done. This what gets me. I'm gonna leave on this rant. I got kids that come to summer school and they don't do nothing but get on their phones. Who does that? You gonna waste my time in the summer? I gotta come to school and I'm not gonna do the work, and I'm gonna be up there all day and not do nothing. Shame. Samantha says night, and night to you, Samantha. We'll see you again next week. Music Gaming says, good luck with summer school. I'm at home bored. Yep, see? I told you, you're going to continue to be bored until you get a job. Matter of fact, I know you should respond. I got to look back in the chat. I need to read what you said about the job. Gigi says, I love the bathroom videos on TikTok. Another gamey dad another GD bathroom video. So I'm coming loud. Stop ranting about me. No, listen, don't worry. You are one of many. You're not the only one that coming to get on their phone. It's quite a few of them. See, at this stage of the game, if you guys was in my classroom, I would have been such a butthole in the beginning. You'd been like, man, forget it. I can't get on my phone. But, my partner crying, she don't get on to y'all. So I was like, man, I'm not fighting this battle by myself. So I was like, all right, forget it. They ain't gonna get on their phone. They know what they gotta do. You gonna want to graduate, and you gonna be like, man, I can't graduate because I got these classes that I did not do in summer school. You got to get it in. All right, that's my last rant. So how do you fail summer school? Yeah, unicorn poop. Listen, this is how you fail summer school. By not doing your work. By just coming in and getting on your phone and not finishing the work. Coming into work, man. You can play all you want to later, but come get this work in. I'm telling you, you will appreciate the mere fact that you got it done. You're telling him, your boy trying to help you. Yeah. It's not coming from me. That's funny. All right, good people. Listen, I'm going to let that be it. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful day. And I got to get myself together because you know how I do. I got to get out of here. And only in Gaming Dad fashion will be have a good night and peace, love, and soul.